Okay, and now I believe we are live. Um, nice. It works pretty well. Okay, yeah, it looks like it is. So, greetings, shiny internet strangers. Well, hope everybody's well. I I'm gonna stream some Myth of Empires, do some admin notes. Uh, Obviously I'm at character creation, so I'm starting from scratch. Okay, so this is gonna be a all the way through. The settings are going to be mostly vanilla. I am not on an official server. My buddy Sun set up a server for me. Okay, so it is a private server. Another common question, can we join you? Um, it's not a public server. It does have a password. If you want to, I guess, add a comment and Son will interview you. And if he deems you a worthy human and not a terrible person, then maybe. I won't say yes, I won't say no. It's a maybe. That way, right? Like a griefer would never go through that much effort. So that'll save that problem. Uh, as I said, most of the rates are vanilla. Some things I don't like about the base game, so I changed. Gathering rates are at times 5. XP's at 1, like that's vanilla. The skill rate is at 1, that's vanilla. Coin drop always felt super tedious, right? You when you go from your skills, they go from 450 to 600, 600 to 750, and 750 to 900. You have to go to an NPC and pay them a chunk of coin to unlock that section. The final one from 750 to 900 is 90,000 coin. Well, in vanilla, when you kill an NPC, you'd get between 70 and 75 coins. And so you'd be like, wait, are you kidding me? Like it would take just a ridiculous amount of time to get it done. And you're like, oh my God, this is super tedious. And it felt terrible, right? It was a god awful thing. I was like, oh my God, no. And while I'm babbling, I'm going to create my guy. So I have that set to like 10 times, I think. Um, so yeah, that is not vanilla. I want them a little shorter. I like the little. It's not PvP, it's PvE, but I like the short guy, right? I like the short. Um, I like the little emaciated look. All right. And then I'm not feeling the plains. So the map is huge. Now, this game is old, but I like it. Now, for those who haven't played, you start all these alluvial plain 1, 2, and 3. This is kind of, well, to here is basically very beginner friendly. Okay. Forest, still beginner friendly, but the enemies can be slightly harder. They'll be the same type for the most part, okay? But they can have a slightly higher number to them. Not will, just can. Northern Mountain, Northern Mountain 2. Same thing. Same types, just can be slightly. Not will, just can. And then neutral camp. This is the pirate camp on this little island. Let me click like here. Um, it's easier to see without the giant yellow over it, obviously, but this is where you go to train your skills, right? Everybody goes there. Now, in earlier iterations of the game, you could build on the roads, and then people would grief, and it was terrible. So the actual devs came out, and one of the updates was you can no longer build on official roads, and that was good. Uh, they lost their lawsuit. They did actually steal code from Arc and Atlas, but the devs are Chinese, so the game is still up and sold. So you can still buy it in China. Um, and you have to VPN. The official servers are still up, but you it has a very easy to host your own server on your own private machine, and the settings for that server are very accessible. Like for all the things they did wrong, some of the stuff, at least in my mind, they did just right. Now, I've played a lot of the planes. I've played a lot of and you can go all of it, but you'll see when we get there, it's huge. So I'm going to start here. This mountain, we'll actually see it in game, and you'll see how far away it is, and you'll be like, "Oh my God, the map is big." That's the simplest indicator is whichever one of these you spawn in, look west and see wherever the snow-covered mountain is, and go, "Oh my God, this map is huge." So let's enter. I always give this up because if I'm going to play a game that has achievements, and this one does, and I'll get to that, then I want them all. And there's an achievement for giving up novice protection. Even though it says recommended, it's just going to show you a little tutorial, and it's going to show you that anyway, so you don't need it. So I just give up. Confirm, and you see I got that achievement. Now I go classic. Who cares what somebody recommends? Go with what you like. And I like left click attack, right block. And I don't need a bunch of extra stuff. There we go. So, um, oh, yeah. I, a lot of people rebind it to tab. I don't mind having I as the thing. Although, you know what? Let's do that. Let's be like, so why did I decide to do this? Um, there aren't a lot of people doing it. Uh, there are. Oh, I gotta figure out which inventory is. Let me find it. Sorry. Camera? No. Voice? No. Panel? It might be in here. Inventory. There we go. Because I don't emote. I don't remember who I saw do that, but it was a YouTuber. I don't know. So that works because it is closer. And I'm fine with doing lumbering. Uh, skill efficiency is at 1, which is not your level, it's the rate at which this levels, which unlocks perks. We put an expertise point in. The rate at which the skill expertise increases goes up. Put another in, it goes up. The final point is worth more than the first points. You saw it went from 1 to 1.43. The second point went to 2.5. The final point is 6 times. So 5 points, 6 times multiplier. Obviously, it makes sense to put all 5 points in if you're going to do a thing. And I like lumbering. Uh, now, I am going to gather a lot and then, because I'm going to try and get to level 16 and then learn things. Oh, I have 138 recipe points. That's another thing we edited. I play solo. I did a test run, put the settings on just ridiculous, right? Like 1,000 times XP and everything else to get to 60 real fast. I learned everything and I counted up how many things, we'll call them engrams, that I couldn't learn. and I was 138 points short. I wanted to be able to solo the game and be a one-man tribe. This is how, right? So that's why you start with 138 points. I'm going to, create a guild. You should do this first too, and I'll show you why. I always name my guild Hermit. It's right here, activity points. Everything you do will give your guild activity points, and though you don't need most of it, under guild tech, the workshop and the boundary marker, this stops the decay of your buildings. And most of this server is, again, vanilla. Decay rates are vanilla as well. So your stuff will eventually break and fall down if you don't stop it. And there is a vanilla way. So the reason I'm going to level up and then learn things. Everybody, when you start, will have torch, axe, hammer, straw rope. But as you learn things, that's the order it populates your crafting menu. So some stuff, even at 60 and late game, you will craft. I want that easily accessible, easy to find, just press tab, see it. And again, I rebound that. It's normally I. So if you're like, oh, I pressed tab and it didn't do anything, well, that's why. Okay, so I rebound my key. So I level up and then learn it. And that's why I don't learn it as soon as I can, because the first thing I want is bandages, right? I want bandages and soup right up there. That's another thing. The talents and skills right here, physique, increase max XP by %. So as you level up physique, lots of things will level up physique. You'll see it happens all the time. Your hit points will start going up. They start at 200. That's the base. Oh, we leveled up carry weight too. Eventually you'll get, like at late game, obviously, to like 5,000 hit points, and a bandage heals 10. I'm not chugging down a couple hundred bandages. So we crank the bandage heal rate, right? Because again, some things are ridiculous, so we did alter those. So what do we do first? We grab, you need 4 stones, you need 4 branches, you need a bunch of grass, and that will be enough to make your, and you can carefully gather them, you can just spam E. And that's enough to make you a axe, an axe, and a hammer. A axe and a hammer. Wow, God. Wow, speaking. So, why did I decide to do this? I ramble a lot. I lose my train of thought. In real life, I have brain damage. I have multiple traumatic brain injuries. So I lose what I'm saying. Anyway, not a lot of people stream this game. It is. Oh, I also increased the crafting rate so things get done faster. I like to watch YouTube videos while I eat. And I wanted to watch some Myth because I was playing Myth. Makes sense to me. And so I went, it's stuck on this, right? It's like, hey, pick a direction. If you see at the bottom right, it tells you toggle continuous attacks, B. I press B, and it starts continuous attacking. So there you go. There's the solution to that. I only saw 2, and then a little bit back, I saw some more. So the 2 people currently streaming are both in Russian. I don't speak Russian. A guy about a month or 2 ago, Arabic. I used to speak a bit of Pushtu, and I don't anymore. And then it was about, I think, 4 months ago, a guy called Alaska Mountaineer. Very entertaining, but he did Myth of Empires, but he's currently doing Icarus, and I don't play Icarus. So there was nobody really English speaking that is currently doing it. I was like, I speak English. Maybe not very well, but I do speak it. So I was like, I'm going to stream some Myth of Empires. And I figured if I'm going to do it, why not start at the beginning? I have not really done a start in the jungle run, and it seems fun, right? I've been in the jungle a bit. Jaguars are terrifying. Hey, look, an invisible rock, because this game is flawless and has no bugs. It'll be hilarious when it breaks. It'll all, pop in. And come on, shatter. Come on. We can see we're hitting it, right? The little black puff of dust. And there we go. So, again, clearly the game is flawed. I'll show you later when we see it. I'll walk on a road and I'll show you my favorite bug in the game. It's my favorite because it doesn't hurt anything. Okay, is it a bug? Absolutely. But it's not one that really detracts from play. It's not one that will get anybody killed or anything else. And it's not even really an inconvenience. It is just, in my mind, super entertaining because I find it hilarious. So I, enjoy it immensely. I keep pressing I. I just switched the keybind, so I'm going to press the wrong button a lot. So you'll see me pause frequently. All right, so level 9. Oh, I got to go to 16. 16 is my magic number. And what I'm trying to do is hit 16 before that blue bar at the top left, which is my food, goes all the way down. Because I don't want to starve and die, obviously. Right? I don't have a bed because I haven't learned it. I don't know, like 10. There we go. Oh, that's one thing I should be doing. I should be spending my expertise points. Pretty much every even level, you get one. It's not every even level. Somebody said it was. It's not. I've tested it. It is not. There we go. See? Skill XP times 6. So I wasn't lying. Yay. And then I do mining. Because I want to maximize the gain of my gathering skills. Because you gather a lot in this game. Like, that is a thing. If you play Myth, you will farm. And that's why I have it set to 5 times. And you may think, like, I thought you said the XP was on vanilla. Why are you leveling so fast? That's just Myth. Go hop on the official server. You'll see. You will level very fast. It will slow down. I'm going to be level 25 for a long time. But I will probably hit 25 today. Also, I'm retired in real life. So I play a lot of video games. This is kind of what I do. I'm not a streamer. Well, I suppose technically I am, as I'm streaming right now. But this is not like my career or anything. I'm old. I'm retired. I just kind of feel like streaming. This could go for 1,000 episodes. This could be one episode and you'll never see me again. I don't know. I make no commitments. But this, I created this channel for this, so it has nothing else. So if you found this channel, you're here for this. Also, if you found this channel, it's a fluke, right? Like, it was probably a total accident. Or you're somebody I know. A couple of the people I know, They just put me on as background noise. They say I have a pleasant voice to listen to and zone out to. And I never shut up. I can talk kind of endlessly. And I don't know if it's narcissism, if I just love the sound of my own voice, if it's insanity, if it's, I don't know. I do not know the reason, but I am capable of talking pretty endlessly. I did, I streamed Guild Wars for a while, maybe, I don't know, a while ago, 6 months, a year. I genuinely have no idea. And I did a couple of 12-hour in a row days, and I talked constantly the whole time about God only knows what. So anyway, and we broke our tool, so we make another, which is why we were crafting so much rope. And I kept pressing I again. And we already hit 12, so we're getting there. And we have plenty of rubble. So now we're going to knock down some trees. Now, one good thing about the jungle. So we see these trees that are wrapped in vines. Oh, and this is another thing. I like this. This tree has 3, right? And this is one of the things that bothers me about the dev stealing code. I'm going to break this tree. Watch the direction all 3 of these trunks fall. We break you. Come on. And I'm using a stone axe and it's early. They all 3 fall with gravity outward. That is a detail that is minor, but didn't have to be done, right? I appreciate that. That is an attention to detail. And it shows like they cared. And this large tree, it will fall away from me. Wherever you stand, it falls away from you. Again, I appreciate that. But because they stole the code, as my buddy Sun says, it doesn't matter what they do right. You've proven you're like a cheater, you're willing to take the fast way, so we never can trust you, right? Any good you do is overshadowed by the one bad thing. So you could be the best ever, you're always going to be terrible. So, if you're a kid out there and you watch this, there's your lesson. Don't don't take the shortcut. It'll end badly. Oh, why does it look like the stream is buffering? Did I set a setting wrong and it won't keep up? See, it says excellent connection. I don't know. I'm going to keep going. It says excellent connection. We'll see. So anyway, the thing I love about the jungle, if we go down here to this tree, we see, okay, we saw the vine covered one up there, and I got predominantly branches, bark, and the occasional hardwood. This tree with the knobbly bark, okay, more of a palm, right? If we chop it down, we will see we get predominantly hardwood. It's an actual tier 2 tree. Also, because we're gathering a higher tier of resource, you will note we get more XP. Now, you will still get the occasional bark and branch, but when you gather tier 2, you get predominantly tier 2. When you gather a tier 3 tree, you'll get predominantly tier 3. So, I like the jungle because I walked, 30 meters? And ta-da, it's right here. So it's very convenient. Whereas if we had started on the alluvial plain, which is right over there, okay? If I look at my map, here's the edge of the jungle and there's the beginning of the alluvial plain. So it's just right across here. Oh, and there's the snow mountain. There it is, right over that tree. That's how far away that is. It gives you a really good indicator of, good God, this map is huge. So, yeah, right here, bam, we're good to go. Also, I came down here to get something that we will need. And I'll show you that we need it later, but we're going to grab it now because it's 3 feet away. And I was born in America, but I spent most of my adult life outside of America in foreign countries. So I do tend to switch freely between standard and metric, so feet and meters. If that, confuses anybody, that's why. Eh. So we switch to hammer. This is clay. You will need clay for a lot of crafting. Go figure, much like the majority of real life, it's found on the edge of moist bodies of water. Well, technically all bodies of water would be moist, wouldn't they? Hence, body of water. White water's wet? No way. Yeah, I know. That's a silly thing. So, now we knock this. Now, hitting clay with a hammer in real life would not accomplish anything, but it's a video game. It's not real life. And let's be fair, you don't want too much reality in your video games. You want them to be fun. Video games are a recreational activity. It's here to provide joy and entertainment and fun and a break from reality. If I wanted reality, I could go do that, right? I could turn this off and go play real life, the home version, right? I do that every day. Like every time I get up and go to the toilet, that's real life. I've done that before for many, many, many decades. Like I'm good. I want to play, fun. I want to play make believe. That's why I'm here. That's why we're all here, right? If you play video games, you're here to do something besides reality. You've already done reality. Now, I personally have already won reality. I'm good. I already, I guess, reached max level, did the thing. I'm done. I've beat the game of life. So I play video games. So now we hit some clay. I want to get at least a stack. It stacks to 500. Also, if you go to set up your server, you'll see a thing for mods. My buddy son, look, there's no mods for this game. So don't know if it's because they stole the code and it was in the code base. Don't know if it's at one point it was an intended feature. There's a lot of things you'll never know, right? Things exist and you will never get an answer. And that's just is the way it is. If it bothers you, don't play. I'm fairly good at accepting the bits of reality that I don't enjoy. All right, 14, 2 to go. So doing good. Now what I might do, because it's at 14 and in theory would speed us up, is learn the 2 additional tools. Because they only take up 2 spaces, and I want them on the first page anyway. So I could learn them, use them to fly to 16, and it would adjust I could put them there, and then the medicine would still be up top anyway. So let's do that. So crafting recipe, tool expertise. Oh, it's level 12. I could have already learned it. Well, I was wrong a little bit. Oh no, I was wrong. It'll happen a lot. Not a big deal. So let's learn this. Let's go over here. Let's craft 2 of these and I don't know, 5 of these. Now, I see this a lot when I watch the videos. People are clicking or right clicking. You could do that. You could right click, you could select. If you want to craft all, you can hover over it and press A as an alpha. And it'll craft all you're able. So it always bothered me that people didn't do that. So there you go. Now you know. And knowing is half the battle. So now I'm going to click my 5 and grab the sickle, and we're going to tootle around and do this. This is a great way to level your lumbering skill, because apparently grass counts as lumber, and you see my lumbering in the bottom left is going up. It's also a lot of XP. XP is a function of a couple of things: type of resource and volume of resource. So yes, grass is just a level 1 beginner basic thing, right? Like it says level 1 in red there. So it's basically, it's terrible. But I'm getting a lot of it. Also, you do get the locust, you get the knotweed herb, you get seeds, which we'll need for planting. And I love the farming mechanic in this game. It is my favorite farming mechanic in any game, and I don't count games like Farmville because I don't play them. I like farming. I don't want to give you money so I can farm more. That seems very silly to me, right? Like this game, you buy it once and I don't have to buy it again, but then I can farm as much as I want. And you can set up a server on your local machine and connect it. I don't know how, but I have been assured it's possible. Or if you have a smart friend like my buddy Son, who's much smarter than me and a computer guy, you can have him set up a server and say, pretty please, could you set up a server for me? And he'll be like, sure, because he's a nice human. And uh, he will set it up and you connect to it, and then ta-da, you can play. So, yeah, that works too. Da, 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 da. Yeah, da, da, da. Yeah, see, low quality wheat. But yeah, so I love the farming system in this game. It serves a purpose, okay? Makes a different bunch of different types of food, and there is a need for it. It's not just filling your belly because toxicities. So each of the toxicities, so gastro, as it increases, your carrying capacity goes down, your max. Meridian, as it increases, your max stamina goes down. And body, as it increases, your max hit points go down. To fix it, body, you need rice based. Meridian, you need meat based. And gastro, you need wheat based. Wheat as in whiskey. And then meat as in Mike. So we have rice seeds. We have wheat seeds. We don't have meat because we haven't killed anything. We have barley seeds. So yeah, it is. Oh, it's just delightful. And we are getting low quality seeds. To get better, we have to plant them, grow them, and then they have a chance when you grow. If you get a harvest, there there are different classifications of harvest from like god awful to perfect, and I don't remember the exact name, so don't be like, oh, that's not what it's called. I don't know what it's called. Okay, sue me. Play for yourself if you want to know exactly what it's called, or wait till I get there and watch the stream. I'll get there eventually. I'm not going. I'm not speedrunning this game. Okay, this is my recreational activity. I'm doing this to have fun. So I'm not like I have a goal. There are things in this game I've never seen. Unofficial, I made it to level 57. And then my guild, DSI, kind of quit playing, and they deleted our server when they consolidated it, and a lot of stuff was lost, and I don't even know where everybody went. So I kind of lost motivation and kind of stopped playing for a long time. And then now I'm coming back because I never did a lot of things, and I'd like to, right? So there's resources I know exist, but I don't know where to get them. And there's level 16. So now we can carefully put our things here. So I want food and medicine, and I want the bandage and then the keen sight. All right. So that's up there. I want arrows because I wind up making a ton of those. Because I hunt. It's PvE. A lot of people say it's useless. I like it, so I don't care. And that's the thing. It doesn't matter. If you like it, do it. It's a game. If you're having fun, you're literally doing it right. Um, I want. What do I want? Oh, I want my crafting stations up here. Yeah, yeah. So that's going to be you, and you. All right, so that put all them there. Because I will wind up making just a ton of campfires, right, to knock stuff out. In fact, I need to make some of you now. I'm gonna make 2 of those. I got that. I want the bone tools on here, but I'm gonna put them down last. I could do the armor. That's 3 and 3. No, I kind of want the wood building pieces. See, I don't know. That takes up a lot. You know what? Let's put the the flags in the beds. That's a good idea. So if I do you, that's 4. You, 2. Let's do you and you. What's that put us at? And that leaves me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do the horse stuff, right? The taming. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, that's the 5. There we go. Because I'll do that a lot. See, and that's a nice 5. That's better. Because the bone tools, I don't need it on the first page. Yeah, that's a 5 I appreciate. And then we can put the bone tools to go on the second page. And now I can learn kind of the rest. All right, let's get this. Get this. Now some of this won't go on there because it's not made on in the player's inventory. It's made in a station. And at some point I will set down a station because I will need the things. Specifically this. One of the things that is very silly, honestly, is let's go to weapon, or no, let's go to tool. So if we look here, stone axe, it says proficiency requirement, skill level one-handed 15, proficiency penalty, insufficient skill level penalty minus 1.3%. So that beginner tool, I currently have a penalty when I use it, which means it breaks faster. Because for some reason, that tool you start with that everybody learns is based off your one-handed skill. Wait, what? That's silly. Now, some of them make sense, right? Like if we look at this, all right, it's skill level bow. Okay, the bow is based off your bow skill. Makes total sense. Got it. Understood. I'm on board. Now, the shield's not listed, but it's probably based off shield. Skill level projectile. Okay, got it. Makes sense. Skill level polearm. Got it. Makes sense. This one, skill level one-handed. It's a sword. Okay, makes sense. Armor, it's not listed, but this is based off your light armor skill, and this is based off your heavy armor skill. Not listed, but it is. But yeah, there's definitely some silly that it doesn't show. Now, you can see our fullness is 2.4, right? So we're about to start starving. But we made this, so let's get that done. So right where we are going to throw one of them. And it says we're not yet. We're not taking damage. We have 2.4. We are going to mount it. So we could press E, that opens the inventory. But if we press E and get use, you can see we're on the campfire. Now if we press F, we go back into the inventory. We will put some branches in as fuel. We will drag the locusts over, the scorpions, and the frogs. And then up here, notice I didn't hit trigger. You don't need to. It will auto trigger. I am going to do A, because I want to cook all of it. and we're going to wait for it to cook. Now, their quests, I have done none of them. In fact, this whole time, I've had the bar hidden because I don't like seeing it. It annoys me. I don't want to look at it constantly, right? It drives me up the dang wall. Well, we're going to look at them in a second because you see how this is locked right now? You need to do something to unlock it, and you will need that unlocked to play certain aspects of this game that are very important. If I had an NPC on this station, the campfire, or myself, I would be auto-eating if I had food in here. But you can't put food in there unless you've done the prerequisite quest. And right now, you see I have 0.0 hours of food up here. So, the prerequisite quest, let me just transfer all. Now, we don't like cluttering the thing, so you be a responsible human. I know I'm playing solo and I'm the only one on the server. Is to cook and eat 2 skewered locusts. So 1, 2. And you can see it does stack the time. So you can eat them both. You don't have to wait. But now I press Juliet and I show the things. And I'll do it so you can kind of see. Right, that's kind of seeable. There's a glare, so it's not great. I have a hard time seeing it. I imagine you do too. I don't know a good spot, but the first one was spend those expertise points, which I did. The next one is collect 50 grass, which I did. The next one is craft 15 rope, which I did. The next one is collect 6 rubble and 6 branches, which I did. The next one is craft a stone axe and add it to your sidebar, which is the hot bar at the bottom. And then basically use that to collect 30 branches, which obviously I did. Next one is craft a stone hammer, add it to the sidebar, again, your hotbar at the bottom, and use that to collect 30 rubble, which I obviously did. The next one, unlock the crafting recipe tool, which is unlock the campfire, and then craft and place a campfire, which obviously I did. And then put branches or grass in the campfire fuel slot, which I did. That was the one at the top right. Eat skewered locusts to fill your stomach, which I did. Now, as soon as I press this, now I don't have to do any more. I can put food in the food slot and I could feed an NPC on a station. So the rest of this, what I'm going to do now, L will show me the details of the mission. If I press L as in Lima, it takes me to your mission page, right? Which is this one up here at the top, missions. I don't care about that. What I'm going to press is J as in Juliet, and it hides it. Okay, that's how I get rid of it. Because, and there's a reason why. Let me press L. We look at this, we see it gives you XP and copper coins. Some of the missions later can give a large chunk of XP. Now, a fair amount of time on, there will be missions that can give big XP. That mission I just finished to unlock the food is the only real, in my mind, necessary one. All the rest are optional. Now, if you're just learning the game and you want to follow, by all means, feel free. I've done it before. I don't feel a need to do it. Juliet hides it, so it's not an inconvenience to me. So I'm going to leave them. And later, when I get the underneath guild tech, when I get the boundary marker done, I can start giving blessings to myself, right? I can buy guild blessings. In fact, let's learn this and this. Left is yes, right is no. Doesn't matter if it's in Chinese, common sense would dictate left is yes, right is no. And that's all you need a guild for, is these two. Everything else is optional. Now, I will learn some of them, but literally everything else is optional, okay? And then this little up here makes it so you can push these again, or you can press escape. I press escape, ta-da, it goes you back to here. Now, some of them you have to have, go back in here, requires guild level 2 and player level 17 and guild bank 711 copper coins. You don't have to have it in your bank. It'll give you the option, because down here is your guild bank, here's your personal. It'll give you a checkbox that says, would you like to use your personal copper coins? And you just hit yes, so you can do it. But this time I hit that, ta-da. To level up your guild level, you see right now I've made a total of 117,074 activity points. That was why I created the guild the very first thing I did. If you forget to create it, go through, play the game, do stuff, and then create it, you get no credit for all the stuff you did. Everything will give you, that's that red thing that keeps appearing at the top center of my screen when I'm out doing stuff. That's the activity points. We also have that set up high because I'm solo, right? I don't have a bunch of people in my guild. So to level up my guild, I press the plus and I drag this over. It will eat them from down here, apply them up to here. Now, the first level, 15,000. Very cheap, right? I hit OK. Second level already goes 10 times that. This is going to go up fast. It gets ridiculous really quick. But now level 2. So now if we go back in, this says, hey, you've met the requirement for guild level 2. So that's how you wind up. And if we go out here, you'll see some of this stuff requires guild level 8. And what is that? 11 million guild activity points. So yeah, it gets silly real quick. That's why we have it set up to 10 times. Because good God. And it takes 500,000 copper coins. So yeah, it's, if you think the settings are high, just wait. It gets silly real quick. All right. Oh, also, I don't like this. I like my standard one, which is this, which is this, which is, nope, it's this, which is this, which is this, which is this, which is border, nope, frame layer, yep, you, and save, and confirm, and escape. There we go. Oh, and I want to drag food. So, I don't like eating skewered locusts. You'll see why later. I like eating the roasted scorpions and the toads. Eventually, when I get meat, I won't eat that either. Let us get, I should have plenty. Make a bow. Let's make some terrible armor. Wearing even the terrible armor is armor. So now I'll get physique for wearing armor. Put a bow on a hotbar. Make, you have to drag it on the arrows onto the bow or it won't count. Let's make some of this. We'll make 20. This is what you do the initial taming with. We will make a full stack of that. We will, is it the rope? Yeah, it's rope we're out of. So we'll make the rest out of rope and we will farm more of this and we will eat a 0. So I will tame a horse just because it helps get around. There you go. See activity points at the top, 49, 49. I also like the grass harvesting. 1, I find it very peaceful. 2, it gets you a lot of the scorpions, toads, locusts. Gets you a lot of the seeds, and I like farming. It's very simple, very calming. It's in the early game area, like wherever you start in any of the, there's 7 options. Every one of them has a thing, and that's why I made so many sickles. You can repair stuff. Let me just show you. I did not find this. My buddy's son did. I did not know how to do it, and he pointed it out. So thank you to son. Drag it off your hotbar, right click, repair. Although you can't be crafting 900 other things. So let me cancel that. Now, right click, repair. Oh, do I not have the stuff to repair it? I probably don't. What am I? Yeah. There we go. Now right click, repair. And see, puts it up there, it repairs it. There you go. That's how you repair. And right click, it won't do anything on the thing. You have to drag it off the hotbar. Ta-da! So, that's how you repair things. There we go. So, back to this. Oh, God, there's so much information to get out when you know, start the game. I haven't, thrown a foundation down. I haven't killed the first animal yet. So much haven't done. Oh, more expertise points. Let's spend those. Oh, it's going to be so long before I stop pressing I. Oof. Man, it's going to be a while to get used to tab, but I do like that it's rebound. I should have rebound earlier. Confirm. Hey, we spent our first talent. Oh, yeah, see? Spending that. None there. None there. But see, now that we put that armor on, we've got 6 points in light armor. It has started going up. So that's nice. No. These we can safely just learn now. We did our initial, so now it's just as it lets me, I learn them. Nobility. I don't have the coins for it. Okay, so back to peacefully farming while we craft a bunch of rope. So yeah, now we need to get crude hide. That's really our next, like, I guess milestone, if you will. Because that will allow us to make the crude reins, that'll allow us to make saddles, that'll allow us to make horse armor, that'll allow us to make the kind of the beginner, I don't want my stuff to decay flag. That allow us to make better armor, that allow us to make crafting stations, that like a huge amount of things open up with just the hide. So that is where we are. And the thing we're going to look for is rabbits, and I believe those are rabbits. Yep. So we're going to do 2. There's a couple ways to do it. V as in Victor, switch to first person. I don't like it. You try it if you want to. I don't. So if you hold down left shift, I'm doing that now, and then hold down left mouse button, that is how I hunt. Wait till it's all the way small, let go. Wait till it's all the way small, let go. Not very complex, right? And then we switch to our skinning knife, which we already made. If you don't have a skinning knife, your stone axe is the next best thing. So there you go. And this is the default. Body will last for 10 minutes. And you just look down and you skin it. If for whatever reason you can't hit it, C as in Charlie, will crouch. So there is a crouch in this game. Does it do anything for sneaking? No earthly idea. There we go. We got 10 crude hide. That is our initial crude hide. Now, when I get my first crude hide, the very first thing I spend it on is a crude rein. Now, why would I spend hide on a rain? I will show you, because in my mind, it's a way to gain more hide. Some of you will hate this. I apologize if you do, but you know, it's efficient. Okay, I'm going to make more. Now see, now I will right click and select. So I have 33. I want 67 more because I want an even 100. So right, more, and I want to select 67. Confirm. That's what I use the right click select for. Okay, when I want an exact number of something. Also, now that we have some hide, we can actually make our first crafting station, the spinning wheel, which gives us linen, which is a requirement for the bed, which is your respawn point. Very important. I mean, you can make this one with just bark. It's a bedroll. It's the cheap one, right? But it will break eventually. So I usually just skip it. Territory banner, make one of those. We can make the soup. Let's move this to here, and let's make that. Why not? And then we'll requeue up a ton of rope. Why not? All right, what's this? Deer. I can show you hunting the deer. I'm not a huge fan, but it works. I mean, yeah, why not? Okay, let's 2. So, if you stand still and you aim and you shoot, and then you wait, and they'll run around, and then they stop. And then you wait, and it'll move, and they stop. As long as you don't move, they only go a ways, and eventually they stop, right? And then you're good to go. So don't try and run after and chase them. Like they'll stay aggroed and just never slow down, and you're screwed forever, right? You're never getting them. All right, so we probably have plenty of hide now. I will still show you the other method I use as if I don't have hide. Because why not teach you all the ways, right? I assume, and again, I'm aware that you doesn't exist and no human will ever see that. That's fine. As my buddy Sun says, I talk to myself. That a lot of humans, and Sun pointed this out, but he's right, have an internal monologue, right? We talk to ourselves. It's how we think about things, examine problems, work through things, etc., etc. But when you see somebody on the street talking to themselves, you're like, oh, that person's crazy, which is not accurate. You do the same thing. It's just, and I do it out loud too. It's just some of us aren't embarrassed by it, and a lot of people are. But we mock things that are different because humans are terrible. Our species is just awful to each other, to ourselves, just awful in general. Humans are terrible. And oh, let me get closer. I want to mount it. See, and now these are unlocked. So, ta-da! I wasn't lying. Go figure. And we put this in. Where are they? Here. We put the locust, and we put the meat, and we hit A. So because I don't know, brain damage or whatever. I'm not or older maybe. I'm not embarrassed by it. So I think out loud a lot, right? I talk to myself constantly, whether people are there or not. Like I hop on the Discord my friends and I share. I'm sure most folks share one with their friends. And I will babble to myself incessantly all day. And people will hop on and say hi, and I don't know, I'll space it out. I don't hear them, whatever it is. I'm not ignoring, I just genuinely don't notice them. And I feel bad later. And then eventually they'll say something like, oh, when did you get here? And they'll be like, yeah, been here for an hour, just listening you talk to yourself. And it's like, oh, I'm sorry and stuff. And it happens all the time. But yeah, so I would be talking to myself. I'm not doing all this just to entertain the stream. This is exactly what I'd be doing if none of you existed, is what I'm saying. So, yeah, I like it. I find it very reassuring that this is just me, you know? Because I like to think that this aspect of my personality is the real me, and I'm not changing for you people, because none of us want to change for somebody else. So it's nice to know that, at least according to the people who know me, this really is me. I I feel reassured by that. It gives me a warm fuzzy. So we've done that. Um, oh, the reason. Let's go show you the reason why I don't eat the locusts. Uh, all right, we're close to this. Let's go see what it is. This could get us killed. This could very well get us killed. But on the way, let's gather. If I'm gonna walk around, why not get more grass, right? It's grass. It exists. I should gather it. Oh yeah, that looks like a dangerous one. Oh, come on. Give me seeds. Give me... No, no seeds. So that little orange plant there is notoginseng, which later I think is... Like it says in the description that's used for medicine. I don't know. Never used it. Uh, but it has these cool red seeds. And I don't know. I really want to plant some and see. I don't need it, right? I've never got to the point where I'm like, oh, I need you. You have to be a thing, but I really want to. So, yeah, I don't know. I think it was one of the moving pictures where it's like happiness comes from the achieving of goals. It was Hudson Hawk. Yeah, the bad guy said it. Um, yep, yep. And despite the fact that was a line in the moving pictures, it's at least somewhat true. Right? If you set a goal and you finally do the goal, you feel good. I did that in the past. It was a very short-lived goal. Mazda had a car called the RX-8, and oh god, I wanted one. I really wanted one. But it's a sports car. I couldn't afford it. Couldn't afford it. And I did a thing, and I was going a long time, and it made me a lot of money. And I came back from the thing, and I had a lot. Oh, see, they're carrying crossbows. That is not ideal for me. I want to get, so you have to get within X number of range to unlock the thing. Once it's unlocked, you'll see it on your map forever. Maybe I can go up and around. So I came back and I had a huge chunk of change, and I went and I got the car. It was older. It was used, right? It wasn't a brand new one. But I did get my car. And I was like, oh my God. And I finally got it. It was great. And then 6 months later, I couldn't drive it due to some issues. I had hurt myself. But for 6 months, I had the thing. So, yeah. Achievement of goals. I had set it. I had worked for it. It took a long time. Like it was, oh God, like 8 or 9 years from, hey, I want the thing to I got the thing, but I did get the thing, right? So, work long enough, you can get it. It may take a while. Well, that's almost a decade, but well, I still got it eventually. And I think I see a horse. Now, I'm a little leery of that horse. It's very close to this. He, she, they could run off the cliff, fall to its death, and kill us both. It could wander down another thing. I'm not sure about that horse. So I think step one, we try and uncover this on the map, right? Let's try that first. Oh, actually, maybe we shoot this deer. Ah! Drat foiled again. Well, that hit it. I don't even know where they're going now. They're going all over the place. This one, maybe. There we go. Oh, it must be like stuck on some terrain or something. Oh, okay. See, every now and then the universe smiles on you and you get lucky. Right? And I will take it. I will totally take luck. All right, so let's go skin Joe Bob. Got to be careful. Now, some of this terrain you can get stuck in, so be careful. Ooh, hear that music? Hey, 20. What's up? We're cool. That's some terrifying music, right? Well, that doesn't sound good. All right, let's see. Yeah, we got another one. So another point in physique. God, the music is good in this game. All right, map. Have we? No, we still haven't unlocked it. Let's eat another scorpion. Let's go up and around. All right. Map. How? Okay, so it looks like I'm now facing the thing. So I think that is not near the actual, like, kind of POI, if you will. I think this is the POI. Yeah, see, I've unlocked it. It's a copper mine. Okay. So now the question is, can I maybe get some copper without triggering all those guys? Because that would be cool. Because I need copper to craft some of my things. So if I could get in here, I don't know if crouching helps. Oh, but I feel like it does. All right, so I clearly can't get in there. I got one hit. Oh, see, that's half my health. So, don't try what I just did. That was a dumb idea. There's easier copper to get than that. And I'm sprinting. I'm holding left shift and sprinting, and that's why my yellow bar is disappearing. But you saw that, like one shot, half my health bar. So, yeah, that was a terrible, terrible idea. But we did unlock it on the map, and now we know. Don't go there, or they'll kill you. So, hey, terrible, terrible idea. Don't be like me. Don't do that. That was dumb. Let's eat another scorpion. Over time, your health will regen. It'll just, it takes your food down, your health goes up. It's not fast. If we look at our thing, you'll see fullness goes down, health is going up. It's obviously not fast, but it does get it done, Doot, da doot, da doot, da doot. All right, so let's maybe find a pony to tame. Little horsey. Let's try for this Noto Ginseng. No seeds. Because I swear I saw one. Yeah, there. That's a horse. All right, so we'll pull out our 6 and our 7. Now here's a very, I don't know, this entertains me. Every time, look at the bottom left. I'm going to throw the fodder. Hey, look, my projectile skill went up once. Throwing fodder is a projectile skill? Are you kidding me? Really? Sure, game. All right, and now we come up behind him. See, it says subduing. I press E to ride. Oh, this is the lucky one. Now, like everything else, it's RNG. It is just sitting here. It can run, it can walk, it can trot, it can stand there, it can do all kind of things. So I got lucky and it's just sitting here. All right, I want to. Oh, la 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 la. And now we sit here. Okay, so obedience is the yellow bar. That's going up. When that hits full, it'll tame. Oh, taming is set at 2 times. So there's that. Um, the anger is, hey, I hate you, and I'm gonna throw you off. Obviously, you don't want that. The ranking, I've never been able to tell what that actually means, you know? It doesn't seem like it really means anything, but it could mean something. The break loose is for the mini game, and I will find a really difficult horse to tame just to kind of show you the mini game so you can see it. Um, and there we go. We successfully tamed it. I'm not going to bother name. You can type a name. See, max 16 characters. If you just hit confirm, it just names it horse. So it says next, that's my character name. It says level of the horse, and then horse. Now, I have the hide to make a saddle. I need bark. So let's knock down a tree. By default, the pony just sits there. But I can tell him to follow me. Hold E and hit follow. And now if I walk, pony will follow me. And I can craft a crude light saddle and crude light horse armor. Because why not? Let's open the inventory, and this is a quality 55.4 horse. And these are its individual stat areas. And if you use it as a pack animal, it has this. When I add the saddle, you'll see it'll unlock some of these. Higher quality saddles will unlock more slots. Its carry weight is 2,718. Not bad. I put the armor on it. Looks kind of cool, I think. Heavier armor slows down the movement. Lighter armor makes it less protection, but move faster. Makes sense, right? I think. Um, um, it's yeah, I very much enjoy it. So going through here. Now that we have this, I hit map, the horse stopped. Okay. If you press your tilde key, it's auto run. Now if I hit map, you see the horse is still moving. Even into a rock. So now what we're going to do, I want to get these unlocked because I don't know what they are. And I want to know what they are. Despite the fact that they could be dangerous and could get me killed. There is a site for a map, I think. I have it saved somewhere. I recently lost access to my email. Super frustrating. Okay, so that's Fox. Um, I've been trying to recover it, and it's not working. Which means I lost access to my Steam. Oh, how's that for frustrating? Good God. I have like 1,100 games. That is just, ugh, like you wouldn't believe. Anger inducing. But, you know, it happens. All right. Hello, rabbits. Okay, so that and that. I want to go down to this one, right? You don't want to like get all these and leave this one, but what we're going to do is I'm going to hit this, follow this, and then if I remember, so we hit this down through here, and then I think up here, down around, and then back up, and that gets them all, and then over there. Because to the best of my knowledge, here is where the thing where I want to be like, hey, here's my starter home. Because if I remember, kind of this line is from here right is new player, and here is like a little medium. So it's in the medium, but I think we can kind of hang, right? Like it shouldn't. Oh, you're getting one shot. It's dangerous. Yes, absolutely. But we'll make some swords. We'll tame some guys. We can probably hang ish, maybe kind. I don't know. We'll see. It could get us killed. Absolutely. But so next we're going to this. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to just set a bunch of marks on the ones I can see. And then as we get there, we will delete them. But that'll give me a thing to go towards. And I'm just right clicking and hitting mark, right? You can do the same thing. It's very easy. And you'll see when I get out of the map, I now see them all. How easy was that, right? And then the one I want is to my right, so I think it's that one at 443 meters. Yes, it is. So now I turn on, I press my tilde and hit auto. Now, at the very top left, right, you see the little horse symbol in black. Hey, riding leveled up. Oh, in fact, let me show you that first. We just got riding Tiro because, and I just hit Alt Tab to pull up my cursor. There might be an easier way. I don't know what it is. Riding hit level 50. Now, why do we care about this? If we look in here under achievements and we hit recent riding Tiro, reach riding skill level 50. Achievements, we're going to want talent and skill, agility, riding Tiro, and it says polearm prowess, percentage increase polearm damage, 0.3%. And we go to our overview. Here's a summary of all the things. So with all those individual whatevers, I already have a total of plus 1% to my projectile damage. Oh, well, that's nice. And 8% to polearm. And so it pays to do all the things, even if you don't care about them at all. And there's a ton of them. Event, cooking, use a bench to make 100 servings of food. Oh, okay. And then some of them, like this one, use a bench to make 5,000 servings of food, the final one, but it unlocks a thing for your banner, an actual motif for your banner. Oh, well, that's nice. Survival. Oh, see, this one. Unyielding veteran. Start the game without getting novice buff. It doesn't give you anything, but it's an achievement. It bothers me to not be able to 100% it. I never will, let's be honest. But knowing that I can matters to me. So I have to like give it up. Start the game without getting novice buff. I need that achievement. But this one is percentage reduction of pierce damage. That's useful. That's for reaching level 10. Percentage reduction of slash damage. Reach level 20. When I reach, let's see, level 30, I'm going to get reduced blunt. And then 40, reduce Pierce again. Novice, survive 1 consecutive day, increase crossbow damage. Oh, that's cool. Survive 5 consecutive days. I don't think I'll do that. Increase crossbow again. Oh, wow. Survive 100 consecutive days? Are you kidding me? That's never going to happen. Oh, but it yields honor. Well, so I should really try. Honor is the one in over here, nobility, that lets you increase your noble rank. And this, at if I was able to afford Baron, which I can't, because it costs copper coins and honor, I would get a 2.5% increase to my hit points. And it may not sound like a lot, but Grand Prince, which is no, I mean, that's 300,000 honor. Okay, so it's not easy, and it's 1.6 million copper, but it's 25% increase to health and a bunch of other stuff. So could be useful. So anyway, so those things do matter. So feel free to do all the things. Let's learn some stuff because we're stopped. Crude leather, tame and recruit, basic stable, food, medicine, decorative. All right. So that's that. And the initial one I was talking about, I totally spaced and forgot. But we're gonna go down here, and I'm gonna show you the recruiting of the NPCs. Unless I can find another horse, and then I will show you why. Well, we'll probably find a better one later. So eventually I will grab one. And then I'll show you what you can, like you can use horses to get hide. And that's why I used my initial hide always to do a rain. Be careful on slopes, you can fall a very short distance and get your horse killed. And it feels terrible. All right, now you're going to see why I don't... I look more noted ginseng. Nice. So, I said I don't use my locusts and my grilled meat. This is why. Let's talk to them. Recruit. Oh, and he wants raw. I don't have raw, but I will go kill something and get raw. Recruit. Crude leather. So he's getting killed. But he wants raw. Let's go kill something for raw. Oh, see? Another horse. 7. Hopefully that'll clear him. Perfect. And that's a 13. Mine was an 11. So 13's going to win. What's this one do? Another standstill. I will take it. I will take luck. I'm fine with it. And yeah, see, obedience is going up faster than anger. On our trip west, usually, like by the time we go here, there will be higher level horses here and all along here. So I will definitely find ones that I will have to do the mini game, and I will show you the mini game. So you'll definitely see it. And it's not as hard as they, I think, intended. So it's very easy to do. All right, so we ate that. Let's put the roasted toad on our thing. Oh, I have some meat. Okay. And I need to cook more locusts and scorpions. All right. Da, 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 da. Oh, I should have brought the saddle armor with me so I could ride this back. Well, I can just tell him to follow me. And you'll know the other guy I told to follow, right? But as soon as I put the saddle on and mounted him, it canceled the follow order. So I like that. Ba, 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 ba. And we'll finish the taming. And then yes, then I'm going to slaughter a horse. That makes anybody squeamish. Feel free to not watch. All right. Da, 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 da. We are taming a pony. And I typed to the chat. Nice. That makes me happy. Hey, I got Taming Tiro. Confirm. And I tell you to follow. Now, this one's a higher level, so in theory, I killed 11. But when we get there, I'm going to compare them based on their quality. Because much like Ark, when you're looking for a specific good stat, this can be kind of the same. Higher level doesn't necessarily mean better. All the level means is the max level of a creature is tame plus 60. And you can see that if you go into here and hit this and hit like mount, where you can see level, max, level, max. But quality, 51.8. Quality, ooh, 55.4. So that 11 is going to wind up being much better. Does this, now this has a higher health, but oh, see, this has a very bad, yeah. And this has no true weakness. It's a very well-rounded. And this has a very good, I think that's the stamina one. Let's check his traits too. Stamina enhancement. Increased acceleration. Racehorse attributes speed. Vitality. Stamina reaches 0, the horse's move speed won't be slowed. Instead it'll lose HP. Well, that's potentially dangerous, but nice. Armor prowess. Open after reaching 10, open after reaching 30. And this one got increased armor defense, increased stamina of racehorse, increased speed of racehorse, stamina enhancement 2, increased max health, hardiness is nice, increased physique, well, that's nice. Yeah, so for initial scouting, this really is a much better horse. Like this is actually a pretty good horse. Max speed 723. Yeah, max speed 678. And stamina 135 versus 139. So yeah, this initial one is that. So what we do is we take you and like, hey, this is your first one and um you need hide, right? So you click this and you click execute, confirm, it dies, pull out your skinning knife, and you get your other horse out of the way. And then you can slaughter it and get hide and meat. So that's the reason I do the reins initially, because it is a very easy way to get your initial amount of hide. God, I forgot words. Sometimes my brain just don't. Okay, so gave the person meat, they work. Now I'm going to name them 1 just so I can keep everybody straight. But now they need gear, right? So we have plenty of hide, right? But we need bark. We're not going, again, we're not going fast. We're not speed run anything. We're going to take our time. So we're going to farm some bark. Do 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 do. Chopping some trees. We are going to. What is that blinking? Oh, they're attacking a fox, huh? All right. They may die for us. And then we may slaughter some foxes. NPCs and animals don't like each other. Which, when you start getting chased by like wolves, see, they died. So now the foxes are wounded. Yeah, not a lot, but a little. Well, first one's dead. Now we just gotta kill the second. Second one's dead. Nice. And our one-handed went up a little bit. But now we can loot them. See, instead of 75, I was set it 10 times, so it's 750. And now we can harvest this. Hell yes. Worth it. It's our Barclay. See? So now we're going to make 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, because we're still wearing the terrible initial. And we want the good stuff for us as well as them. And drop. And drop. And drop. Okay. And then we find our follower. We equip them with actual armor. And we take all this. And we drop it. And then we should have, yes. Now, drop this. We're not carrying stuff that's weight for no reason. Hell no. We already have a campfire. We are going to craft one of you, you, you. I don't have copper ore. Well, I have 3. That's not enough. But it's okay. I need this one. So we're going to craft a second one of you. The weapon bench is the important one. Also, I'm carrying horse fodder. I don't need to. We're going to put it on the horse. And now that I have a horse, oh, also I have 1 linen that we got from looting that guy. We're going to make a bed. Perfect. And I'm going to make 1 foundation. I'm going to make a single foundation. There we go. We're going to tell the horse to follow us. Because now that I have a guy, I'm going to just walk. Because we are going to move slower, yes, but a lot more methodical. Because I don't want to ride and lose my guy or anything else. So we are going to go and place down our foundation and our weapon bench. 9, that'll do. 9, that'll do. 9, that'll do. And you see it starts decaying, but natural decay rate, 2% an hour. It takes a while, right? You have time. So open, mount it. We want straw rope, bone, and branch. Straw rope, bone, and branch. And I can only make 6. That's not a lot, but it's higher than 0. And that is better than this. Outstanding. Feel like we're getting there. And then we break you. Break you. Ugh. Come on, horse. The downside about having them follow you is they will be inconvenient when you don't want them to. That's just the game. Like it's just a thing. You're going to hate parts of it. But I mean that's with anything, right? At least in my experience. All right, so let's craft all the things now. We're gonna need more recruiting stuff and more stuff for us to eat and them. Like you'll see, they will. Oh, and I want to make. Oh, I don't have it. The branches are all in the cook fire. Yeah, well. I'm going to initially arm my guys with sword and shield. I find that's effective for them. Technically for me too, but yeah. With enough guys and swords and shields, I'll do okay. It's not great, right? But it's okay. It'll get it done. Transfer all, close, grab this, escape, break this, close, craft a 9. We will need another weapon bench. Do I need to go grab more clay? Not really. Um, let's make a shield. And then let's get you armed. And let's give you that. All right, so shield and a sword. Now I can give them the bow and the arrow, but for now, let's just shield and sword. All right, so map. Now we're going to this one. We finished this. So as you see down here, control, right click, remove marker. So hold control, right click, boom, marker gone. And we've unlocked it. So now we start walking, and the close one is 307. But now I feel much more confident, right? Like I have a sword. It's not great, and I don't have the skill to use it, so it's going to break fast. But it's a start. Also, it'll level up my one hand. Oh, and I might be able to show you my favorite bug. We'll see if we see it somewhere on the road. But the other thing we're going to do is, oh, see, boar. Perfect. We're going to kill this boar. We're going to kill a lot of boars. Because we need meat, we need hide, we need bones to make more. So the bones are more weapons, the hide is more gear, and the meat is more food and recruiting fuel in my mind. So yeah, that's how we do it. And now that we have the guys, we're less likely to die in the pursuit of it. Well, guy, I mean, we have one person, but we'll get more. I think in vanilla you can only recruit one until the, where is it? Charisma. Not that one. This is the level, okay? By default only up to level 20, and our guys are below 20. It's here? Yeah. Here, you can deploy one more in battle. So at 450, you can add a second, and up here, you can get 2 more. So you can have 4. There used to be one here at like 750 or 675, so you used to be able to have up to 5. But they took that out and made it 4. But that was balanced around PvP, and I play PvE, so I don't care. I have it set to you can deploy 10. Which is silly, and I'm aware. Again, I just don't care. All right, so we're going to shoot rabbits because they could be useful. Right? They can have bones. Hop out of from behind your buddy. That'll do. 5. There's a horse there. Probably recruit it too. If you want to tame horses, you can't have your people or horse follow you. It will spook it. You have to tell them, hey, stop following me, which is easy. You just press E, click follow, click do not follow, and they'll stop. Look at the pony and hit hey, unfollow. That's it. That's all it takes. And then 6, 7, and they were just right out there. And I think that's past them. Maybe. Well, or I screwed it up. That's past them. Because we also want to level our taming skill. And like I said, I don't have the... Another one? Wow. I mean, I'll take it. I don't have the skill learning turned up. It's at vanilla. So you gotta sit through it. Like you see, this goes up slow, right? Like this is not fast. It's gonna take a while. And we need it higher. Right? Like so you gotta spend some time sitting on the back of an animal if you want to be able to see slash do the things. And I really do. I definitely want to be able to see slash do the things. So I am working on it. So yeah, that's where I'm at. Yay, it's working. All right. So yeah, we'll tame this just like before. Compare it, see if it's better. If it's better, kill the other one. If it's not, kill this one. Get the materials, continue on, find the things. We'll drink some water. Man, it's already 1300 local. I mean, not in game. I have no idea what time it is. It's nighttime in game. There's the moon. And it does move. See, again, despite F10 is what turns the UI off. And you see, that's pretty. Look at that. That is just for all the things they did wrong. God, it's pretty. And it's prettier too. I have a lot of the ground clutter off. I don't need to see it. I only care about the bits I can gather. So all the bits I can see are farmable slash gatherable slash interactable. But if I turn the settings different to like, normal, you would see more. The other thing, I was playing on official, and those servers are in China, so I'm not. I wanted a better connection, so I turned all my graphics really, 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 really low, which is why like animals will look weird until I'm up close and then they'll pop in. That's why. The game is not that bad graphically, it's I have it set very low. You feel free to set it better. I don't care. I have it set low. I have always been much more of a mechanics person than a graphics person. I I'm a PC player. I don't care about graphics. I don't know. Like a lot of them do. I don't. I don't understand the ridiculous amount of appeal. See, and now we have a subordinate sitting there. All right, so let's compare these. 55.4. Ooh, 55.6. Let's see what they. Oh, they got a weakness. Strong desire. The horse is very wild and curious. That's not ideal. Reckless dash. Same thing. Won't lose move speed. Increase horse carrying capacity. Horse physique. 4. Ooh, massive physique. Move speed. So what's your actual 731 and 131 versus? Yeah, see, it is a little faster, but yeah, see, slaughter the new one. All right. Now we could recover these, just as a side note. You can build a stable, and just like if our warrior dies, we can, in theory, get him back. Um, and you see, I'm getting bone, right? But I'm not. It's because F10. I have it off. Like it's, there you go. I turn it on, you see I'm gathering it. So I was gathering the whole time. It just, I had the thing off, right? And F10 once turns that, F10 turns the whole thing off if you want just pretty. And some people like playing like that. I don't. But, you know, if you do and you care about that and you want like, oh, I want the high graphical fit, yeah, I mean, you do you. Any way you want to play, it has options. So it's just that, it's F10, and that'll let you play any way you want. I'm never going to tell you how to play your game, your life. You live it any way you want. So I talk to him, I say, follow, and he goes back to following me. Say, follow the pony, and the pony starts following, and we're going to the 172 meters, and here we go. We're back on it again. Press the tilde key and auto run. Do 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 do. Peacefully tootling through the jungle. You do have to keep your eyes out. Wolves exist, jaguars exist, tigers exist. Now, you should not see a tiger this far east. Okay? You should not see a bear this far east. Jaguar, uncommon, but can be this far east. You can also see an elephant this far east. They're passive unless you attack them. All right. We're shooting the rabbits. Can't let them go by. Well, we're shooting this rabbit. Those are going to be in the foliage, which is a pain to shoot through. Oh. Universe is being tedious. Like, this one is not hard to shoot, right? But this one, I mean, I can't even see that. Like, I can shoot where I guess it is, but come on. I think that rabbit just gets to live, right? Unless it's going to be somewhere where I can get to it. Because it is made of resources. And I am a greedy, self-centered human. Oh, see? And I would like those resources in my pocket. So, I would like to kill the furry woodland creature and take them. Hey, 21. See, it was clearly worth killing that rabbit. Another rabbit. Now later, none of these will be an issue because we will... I missed. We will trap rabbits. And we will have minions, like Jobab, raising them for us. And they will produce hide and meat and rabbit fodder, etc. And it will be glorious and wonderful. But we're going to have copper ingots and build traps and capture them and rabbit pens and oh, it's just a whole thing. I'm going to guess, yeah, we found the thing and it's a rabbit thing. Go figure. All right, well, we could remove that mark, obviously. Hey, look, we're here. All right, so we can go to the next one, which is 195 there. Let's look. How are we doing for bones? All right, 96. Good. We are getting there. I don't want to sit here and shoot rabbits all day. Let's eat some food. What I can do is, craft another set of armor and another shield for whoever our next recruit is. That seems useful, right? Eat another grilled toad. There we go. There's the campfire. So I'm going to go ahead and remove the thing now, because clearly we're there, or will be shortly. So far, moving in our circle has been right. All right, let's see if we can recruit some vagrants. Crude leather. Nope, not you. How about you? Would you like to join me? Are you going to be number 2? Bandages. Nope. Well, we can kill them both. I will target the 14 first. And we'll get some more coins. So it's not a waste. Not ideal. I'd rather have more minions, right? But I will take the coins, the linen, the copper, right? They do copper, linen, coins. I mean, that's all useful. And we discovered another thing on our map. So, yeah, it could be worse. All right, so now we're going to this one, which is pretty close. 155 meters. Yeah, that's not far. Oh, you know what? We're gonna pull out our 3 and get some more bark because we're out. And eventually I'm gonna find more people. Like I feel it in my soul. Friendly fire is off. Like you're gonna hit your people. Especially if you're silly like I am and have it set to you can recruit 10. Like you are definitely gonna hit your folks. I have it set on PvE, Papa Victor Echo. So it's totally safe, right? So if anybody ever does join me, I can't hurt my friends. You know, it's a safe server. Getting that activity points, but because I'm confident, I need to grab more bark, right? I'm gonna have to make more armor. I'm gonna have to do the things. So yeah, I should farm a little bit on the way. Why not? I like farming. I find it peaceful. When this game first came out in early access, it was on Steam. I do regret not buying it on Steam because then I could have connected through Steam. I also like having things on Steam. Although, having said that, I'm having a hell of a time recovering my Steam account because of Captcha. You know, trying to prove to a machine that I'm not a machine, which is just the level of silly in that sentence. Good God, that's where we are as humans. We spend time telling machines that we're not machines. Like, can you wrap your head around that? That's insane. Like, that's actually crazy. But that's where we're at. So, whatever. Oh, the other thing, because I have a follower, just standing there doing nothing, I am leveling up my drill skill, which is nice. It doesn't seem to go up faster if I have more, but so just like having one standing there does seem to be all you need. But anyway, so by not having got it on Steam, I, in theory, won't lose access to it. So that's kind of nice. Anyway, we're walking through here. Now I am gathering the bark to make more, but I'm not crafting all them because you do have a limited number of slots in your inventory. Even if you had an unlimited 10 billion carry weight, you will eventually run out of slots. So I don't want to just craft an infinite amount. Now you see his food will keep going down. Don't be alarmed. They won't eat until they start to starve, and then they'll eat one piece of food, and that's it. It's a very, I don't know, odd system, but they don't eat themselves to full. But I didn't design it. It just is what it is. And if you ever want to know how many slots you have, there's a very simple way to check. Drag it under the bottom, and just keep repeating. Just leapfrog down until you get there. And you see, like, it's going to go a ways. But you'll see, it'll get to the bottom. Do, 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 do. Obviously, I'm nowhere near the slot limit. Do, 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 do. Oh, did we hit it? Nope, not yet. There we go. There's the slot limit. See? Told you. I'm not full of it. It exists. But now, because I don't want it down there, I'm going to drop that and then pick that up, and it's back at the top. See, I know things. All right, so I'm assuming this is Fox's. Hey, look, it is. Unnamed mark. Delete. Now we're going to go. Ooh. I think we'll hit this one, then go north, then south, then north again. Yeah. So left to you. Yep. All right, let's go do this. So yeah, when you see that your guys are like, "Oh my God, they're getting low," don't worry about it. Don't stress it. It's not a big deal. Ba-ba, da, 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 da. God, it's pretty out here. See, I find it peaceful. I like the jungle. It's quiet. It's peaceful. I mean, until a bear eats you. The other day I was on a server just testing, right? Kind of for this. And oh, copper. Yep. I will definitely stop and get you. And I wanted to like check out some stuff and see what the nodes were. I forgot them already, which I probably should have written them down or something, but I didn't think about it. The discovery's half the fun, right? Like I said, there's a map. I don't remember where I saved it. I did save it. I don't know where, but it's somewhere. I probably Google it. It doesn't matter, right? Like when I go there, it'll uncover it. So I just have to go there again. And not knowing is fun, right? Learning a new thing is fun. Knowing all the answers is boring. I don't need to know all the answers. Anyway, uh, so I was going and I was like, oh, sweet, that's a mine. And I wanted to know what it was because it wasn't copper and it wasn't iron because I know what those are on site. So it was something I hadn't seen, but I couldn't get near it. Like as soon as I would get close to a node, something would chase me. And I was on a server where they had like the base difficulty turned up. So like the default level of creatures and wild animals and NPCs and everything was just much higher. So everything was just a shiny skull chasing me. And I was like, what is going on? And it was just endless running from wolves and bears and leopards. And I was like, well, I guess I don't get to see what you are. Oh, it was so much silly, folks. Like, you've no idea. So I still don't know what it was. I couldn't even get close enough to unlock it's a mine. Because if I had done that, I could have just moused over and it would have told me what it was. Right? Like, when we do this, hey, look, I know that's a copper mine. Right? So if I'd been able to do that, I could have been like, oh, you're a blah, blah, blah. But no, it stayed a question mark because I could never, like, just a perimeter of death. And it just kept chasing me. And I was like, ah, universe, why do you hate me? Oh, so there's a stronghold here. Oh, Wait, no, that's the same. Okay, so one, let's clear this, and two, let's figure out where you are. You gotta be over here? Where are, oh, you're right there. Okay. Well, let's grab this. There's a lot of oh, in fact, let's make the bit I don't have before I forget, because I will. And let's move you here. There we go. So we have our spinning wheel, our weapon bench, our tailoring bench, our construction bench, and then we have our spare weapon bench for crafting on the go for when we need more swords, which we know we're going to. We have our shield and our armor for the guy. Oh, I'm going to need more foundation. Let's make a couple. Right? And then let's make more weapon, because we know we're going to need to stop a couple times probably, and I want to be prepared. And that way I've already, because I've made it, I've taken into account the weight, because I only have 1,500. And I want to be like ready and prepared and good to go kind of thing. All right. Yeah. Now let's hit some more copper. Now see, if I killed enough guys and got enough linen, I could do heavy for myself and start leveling up that. Because God, you live longer in heavy armor. Like even the very beginning heavy is, oh, nice. Like you live longer with it. And I'm not worried about gathering too much because I can toss it on the horse. Now, if the horse dies, yeah, that sucks. But it happens. I can always gather more later. Also, as I said before, the higher tier stuff you gather, the more XP you get, right? So I'm getting good XP, and my mining skill in the bottom left is going up at a decent rate, which I want to happen because, in fact, as it goes up, I get to put points in this. Yeah, see? Increase the output of rubble, sand, copper ore, and clay. So that's good. Decrease hammer durability loss. Identify copper ore. But this one, decrease the weight of ore in the inventory. So if I get it high enough, the amount of waste will go down too. That's an important one. But physique, let's level it. Oh, increase carry weight. I like that. Da, 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 da. That's why I like to put points in physique early, right? Because physique is just such an important talent. Having a hit point, like you die less, and not dying is really important. All right, let's hammer all this. And that rock in front of me, it does look different. That's where you get stone, which is the tier 2 rock. Goes rubble then stone. Then I think whole stone is tier 3. I don't remember. But you'll see in the bottom right. Yeah, see stone. And sand is just one of those things. Sand and gypsum can just drop. They're one of those. They're like bark for stone. They just can drop. Oh, lost a hammer. Make another. Equip it. Back to hitting. Yeah, see, gypsum and rubble. You always have a chance to get that. I don't know when I'm going to end the stream and make food. I do know, like at some point I have to eat. I'm a human. Um, I'm going to. Oh, I think this is unlisted. Well, that's unfortunate. Is this unlisted? Oh, wow. Let me. Wow. This thing was unlisted the whole time. uh, Man, I was literally streaming to just myself. That is amazing. I mean, amazingly bad, but I was literally streaming to just myself. Oh my God, that is so bad. Well, as I said, I really will just talk to myself. Whatever. Doesn't matter. So, as I said, at some point, I need to make food. Now, what I don't know is, do I need to end the stream, make food, eat food, come back later? Do I need to leave the stream running, make food, mute myself, obviously, right? Never chew into a mic. That's just rude. Eat food, leave it going, and maybe, I don't know, craft something or some such, or move around and do stuff just with no talking while I eat. It doesn't take me long to eat. Um, I don't know. There's a couple of possibilities. And regardless, I'm not leaving now. So I've got time to think about it, mull it over, and decide. For now, I'm gathering copper. And see, and that's the other thing. I did the thing. I hit that first 50. That's how you know I have it on 10 times weight, because it went from 15 to 2,000. So there's the proof that I'm not lying. Because, trust but verify. You don't have to believe me. If I say something, I can prove it. Alright, so we hit this. Because I'm just a stranger on the internet. You shouldn't believe me. If I can't prove it, it's not true. It's just the way it is. Alright, put a point in physique. I like physique. Here. Lumbering, not quite, but getting there. I should probably do lumbering just to get that, so I can get the weight reduction. I think that's worth it. Let's hit some trees. That horse really wants to get hit in the head. Like, it's clearly his fondest wish. In fact, that's what we'll do, because this will be way faster to level. One, we're also going to move this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. There we go. That makes way more sense. So let's 5, because this will do lumbering way faster. There we go. Now my minion wants to get hit. Everybody wants to get beat up. Yeah, lumbering 222. Broke that sickle. Grab the next one. 223. Come on, 225. Come on. 224. Let's hit that magic 225 mark. Come on, you 225. There we go. So now we go physique, lumbering. Boom. Decrease the weight of wood. Oh, increase branch and bark. That's nice too. And identify tier 2 trees. That's also useful. You have to drink the soup, but that's why we made this Keen Sight soup. A soup with faint medicine scent. Drink it can enhance your eyesight for a period of time, which can help you find basic mine, tree, and animals. But it only works if you drink it and have the talent. So you have to have both. Let's eat that, increase our fullness a little bit. All right, so you go over here. There we go. Stack things in order. And we'll break this, and then we'll hit 4. Get that copper node. I think for now I'll leave the copper on me, just in case the horse dies, because that does happen. And for now, I'm not overburdened, I'm not overweight, so why switch it? All right, let's go talk to these people and see if we're recruiting some shiny new friends. Doing it seeds? No. Worth a try. Let's switch back to the skinning knife because we're gonna continue just murder hoboing all of the animals for bones, meat, hide, etc. Look, an invisible campfire. Like you can see faintly the sparks and the smoke. Can't see the campfire. Flawless game. Also, sitting on an invisible log. Perfectly programmed. Oh, grilled meat. Confirm. Welcome number 2. And is 3 a thing? Maybe? Recruit? No. All right, well, we'll wait for 2 to come back. 2, come here. Inventory. Give you a shield. Give you a sword. Get rid of your rocks. Give you armor that doesn't suck. Well, it does, but it sucks way less than what you were using. Drop the old stuff. Drop this, drop the rocks, give you some food. I thought I had... No, I just have the toads cooked. All right, so I have more meat. So, that's not what I wanted. Drat foiled again.
What foiled you this time?
Good morning, Chris. If
Good
humans on
morning.
the stream can hear the other person talking, that's Chris. She's delightful. Uh,
Only
I
some days.
I accidentally dropped the meat. So split to 10, 10, confirm. There we go. So now go back to talk to number 2. Inventory, give to meat. There, 2 has meat. Now we kill the person who was unreasonable in their request, and then 1 and 2 help us. See? That's what you get for not joining. See, and the reason we do this, well, one is because we want to, but mostly it's because when you talk to them, it says, anyone who gives me something to eat can be my lord. And then they ask for armor. You can't eat armor. So they lied, and liars should be put to death. All right, so map, we discovered this. So, like I said, we're going to go north. Ooh, you know what? We are going to do those. Mark these. Mark you, mark you, mark you, mark you, mark you. And yeah, see, like I said, we went down to grab this. We're not going to shoot straight because we're going to go north, hit this, go along here, here, and then down. And I think there's going to be one down here, and then up along here. And that'll get all of this whole kind of peninsula area done. Because this is the area we're not going to stay in, right? But I want it uncovered, right? Like, why, if you're going to leave an area, why not have it complete? And then we'll go up along this road, try and find a good horse here, left along here, down and up here. And I think we'll live here because I'm pretty sure if I remember, like this is pretty flat and we can be like, hey, we're starting, we live here. So that's the plan. Now, again, at some point, I'm going to need food. I still haven't decided if I end the stream, make food, eat food, start the stream again, or if I mute the stream, make food, eat food, unmute the stream. Because I could, hop on a station, craft a bunch of things, and leave that playing. I don't know. I haven't decided. I will. So we're going north, which is, I think, the 304 meters. So let's roll 304 meters north. And now we have 2 followers. So go team. Our tiny army is growing.
There you go. One person at a time.
Yes. What are you up to today, Chris?
At the moment, getting stuck under griffins.
Ah, playing Ark.
My specialty. Getting stuck under anything while trying to build.
All right, so I should make, I need to make the next set of armor. I our sword is so good, so we don't need to craft more yet. I have a next shield made. So let's just make the next set of armor. At some point we have to cook. We need to find boars to kill. Because I want to get a fair number of bones before I stop so I can make a bunch more swords. Also, ooh, horse. We need to stop and deal with that. Swords weigh a lot less than bones. A stack of bones is 400 pounds. A sword weighs 1 pound each. Like, they are way less. So follow, do not follow. Follow, do not follow, and dear pony, stop following. And now, 6, 7, I said 7. Throw. You go chase that. I go chase you. I mount you, and you're an 11, so I probably slaughter you. But remember, the one that is following us is also an 11, so you never know. And another one that just stands there. I mean, again, I'll take it. And see, it looks like that's a horse out there. Could just be 2 boars, though. I don't know. Either way, meat for the stew pot and bones for the swords. So this is a good clearance. We may throw the campfire down and make the swords and all that and knock that stuff out here. Who knows? We will see. And taming's going up, which is nice. Da, 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 ba, 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 ba. I did make a spyglass. Like, they do exist in this game, but you have to be much farther than I am, right? You need a forge, you need to take the sand, you need to put it in. No, I'm not there. Oh, and it's gonna be a while before we're, like I said, it's really gonna take until we're over here before there's a high enough horse that my taming won't tame it before I get to the minigame to show you. But I will show the shiny internet strangers the minigame. Well, I'd say I can't believe that I had the stream on private for 2 hours, but I can. And if you go, now that it's, no longer on private, you can go back and watch it. I was talking the entire time to myself, clearly. But
Well, that's normally how that works, right?
well, yeah, and as I said on the stream, I totally talk to myself. It doesn't matter. Whether I'm streaming or if nobody exists, I'm still gonna babble incessantly. That's just what I do.
It's the reason it's fun to be around you.
Some people think that, and thank you. I appreciate
I'm one of
it.
them.
Yes. And like I said, thank you. I appreciate it. All right, so 55.4, and the new one is, oh yeah, see, new one's getting slaughtered. So you and execute and confirm and 5 and free hide, free meat, and free bone. See, and that's what we need. It's a lot more armor, a lot more recruiting food, and a lot more weapons. And then now we tell everybody to follow us. We go slaughter those 2 boars. What are those? I think those are deer. Yeah, those are deer. Oh, there's a boar here. So we will slaughter the close boar. Then we'll go kill the far boars. So you follow. You follow. And then pony, follow. And then we kill you. Dead boar. And it does seem that boars, deer, rabbits, foxes, etc. give different amounts of things, but that could all be in my head, and I'm definitely not building within the Fife range of... there was something. I didn't see it. I don't know. It was red. It moved too quick. I have no idea what it was. Flamethrowers are stun locking me, which happens. Yeah, you see how much damage like half my health gone. But we have minions, so we're not dead. Also, side note, you see down there in the bottom, right above my bar, is another bar, and F8 says rescue. If I had been knocked down, I could press F8 and my minions would revive me. Super useful, because I will get knocked down. Generally, especially in the beginning, you'll do more damage than your minions, so the enemies will focus you, and you're getting knocked down. But your minions, as long as they don't all get killed, can recover you. So it's nice. Alright, so let's 9 place you. Let's place one of our foundations. 9 place you. Grab one of our weapon benches. 9 place you. Let's mount the campfire. Let's cook the food. Let's remove this. So it's meat, scorpions. Anything else? Thought I had some locusts to cook too. I do. Alright, let's cook all of you. Yeah, see, definitely worth a stop. Alright, we'll let that cook. Da 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 da. See, and this is why I set the crafting speed up, because otherwise this would be super boring and take an hour. And I need the food, right? I'm gonna go recruit more people. I have to feed myself. I have to feed my minions. I have to kind of entice the new minions, and they want either skewered locust, raw meat, or grilled meat. So I have to have something to give them. And some of them can ask for like, oh, I want 35 raw meat. Like 35? Are you kidding me? So you have to stop and do stuff. And if you leave it on vanilla settings, I think it's like 10 seconds to cook one meat, which that's not a long time, but I'm cooking 240. Good God, we'd be here all day. So I have it set to 20 times normal. I have it set on 0.05. So like I said, some of the settings are definitely adjusted, but which is why the XP and the skill gain are on vanilla, because the gather and the speed are up, since you can get a ton of materials and you can do actions so much faster. It will level you much faster than normal. So that's why I am leveling faster than normal, even though the XP and the skill gain aren't increased. So that's why it feels like, wow, you still look like you're leveling fast. I thought you said you didn't increase it. I didn't. It's just, that's the way it looks. So there you go. There's your answer, internet strangers. Not lying to you. It's just, a thing. Okay, we're going to switch this out because there's fewer of these. And I want to eat whatever one I have less of first. Oh, that's a lot of meat. See, so now we're definitely going to be feeding our guys meat. And that's why we stop and slaughter all the animals, because we need to feed our guys. Because as they take damage, their health will go down, or well, as they take damage, their health will go down. That's a very obvious point that I didn't need to make, obviously. But their food will go down as it's used to replenish their health. So I have to have food on them, or they'll get their little starving icon next to it. In fact, ours is down because we lost half our health in that last fight. So we should eat some of our delicious roasted scorpion, which sounds terrible and not at all delicious. All right, so good. And Chris normally plays, but she's busy playing Ark, so she will not be joining us probably. But that's okay.
Probably not.
Like I said,
I
that's
do
okay.
like the
It's
game.
totally fine. No big deal at all.
Although I did find a new game last night that I played way too much.
What's that?
It's like a gladiator simulation.
Oh, yeah, we who are about to die.
I did not expect to like it. It's me. I don't like solo games. I definitely don't like murder games. And I'm sitting here playing it for like, I don't know, I got it and I think I was playing it 8 hours. And I'm like, why? How? What?
Uh-huh.
It
I
was kind of ridiculous and I loved it.
I found two games that, yeah, same. I I had no expectation of playing, let alone enjoying, and I was like, oh my God, this is amazing.
Yep.
Um,
I was very confused.
I played Brotato, which just sounds dumb,
That
but
sounds ridiculous, yes.
it's amazing, and it's $5 on Steam, $4.99, and it was amazing. It's like Vampire Survivors. It's that level of silly, but
Okay.
so much fun. And then I played that Rogue Tower or whatever I told you about. And
Yeah, I
same
want
thing.
to try that one.
It was just, oh my God, fun. So yeah, I didn't think I'd like it, but I played a lot of it. All right, so we throw the bone, we throw the branch. We should still have a ton of rope because I've been gathering and making it. Or I lied and I don't. No, it's right there. I do. Thought I had more bones. I don't. All right, so what we do is we hit craft all on the swords. Yeah, 17. See, that's reasonable. And then we hit craft all on the rope. Yeah, see, we do. We have a ton of grass. So we can make almost 300 more. We definitely want that done. And then while all that's crafting, let's unlock some more recipes. Because things are happening anyway. I don't need to watch them happen. Do armor. Tame and recruit. Nice, the horse tack bench. See, this is the saddle. Increase item slots 10. And this one, increase item slots 5. So the saddles are what makes your horse carry more. Cooking. This is the most important one, the Wotu. We will get there. That is a much better food than the stuff we're using. I look forward to it. 10, we already made all the swords. That was fast. Transfer all. E to dismount. Break the weapon bench. Break the thing we're standing on. All right, so now we have all that done. We're gonna go map. Yeah, we're going this way. 116 meters. Let's roll. And see, now we have things done, and we can feel like we're accomplishing something. And it looks like, oh, that's a campfire. Chance to recruit more people. Outstanding. That's what I want to see. That's what I'm hoping for, right? That's what we want. That's the goal. I want to recruit the people. I want a tiny army.
You don't want a tiny army. You want a massive army. Don't lie.
Yeah, you're right. All right, so
I
we'll
try
talk
not
to
to
this
lie.
one. Recruit grilled meat. Confirm. Welcome number 3. And we'll talk to this one. What do you want? Recruit bandage. You're getting killed. We'll wait for 3 to come back. Where did you walk to, 3? Right there. Well, let's get you geared before we assault Joe Bob. There's a shield, helmet, armor, legs, and a sword. And give me your rocks. I don't want you throwing stones. And then food. Let's see, split. Get you 10. Confirm. 1. Now we killed him. Now the other reason I attack him and I don't just let my main skills, I want my one-handed skill up. And it's not going to level up if I let them do all the work. Alright, so now let's find the rocks, drop those. Let's find the polearm, drop that. Find the terrible armor, drop that. And just like that, we're up to 3. Let's go ahead and hit sort, because my inventory is starting to be a mess. There we go, that's a lot better. Way less of a mess. Oh, see, we're starting to do okay on the seeds. Sorghum and wheat are the 2 most important initially, with soybean being a close second. Because this and this will get us that WO2, the good food. And this will get us vegetable oil, which we'll need to advance to iron kind of technology. So we are making progress. Also, let's knock out 22 more of these just to get us back to 100 just for hunting. All right, so map can remove this marker, and we're gonna go and follow the road down to there. Which is, which one? I think that 200, right? Seems likely. So where is the road? Up and around? Yeah, I think up and around. Yeah, okay, up and around. All right, so let's look for, same as before, boars to kill along the way, things to slaughter. We want meat, we want hide, we want bones, we want more gear for our minions, for our slowly yet inevitably ever-growing army. Oh, we haven't come across wolves yet, but I know they're here. I know they're coming to get me. Feel them. They're stalking my soul. Where are you? When I'm passing the copper, because I'm already at approaching 1600 carry weight, and I want to save room for bones. Which, like I said, a stack of 100 is 400 pounds. One thing I didn't adjust weight or damage, because you can adjust player damage or NPC damage or all that stuff. I didn't. I also didn't adjust movement speed. People think that the movement speed on the official servers is too slow, but in real life, I've worn armor, and you don't move fast when you're wearing it. You really don't. So I left it at vanilla, because it feels okay to me. It's not fast, and I'm aware of that, but it doesn't feel like it should be, right? I don't think that people strapping on a bunch of armor are going for a sprint. And if they
Well,
are,
that
they surely aren't going very far. So
well
I
that
didn't
and
want to adjust it.
the gear carried throughout war has been about the same weight regardless of time era.
Recruit, no. Recruit, no. Great, so I can't recruit either of these people. Well, I can kill both of them.
It is pretty cool to find out that people who wore ancient armor were about the same amount as a modern day soldier does. It's also a little bit unnerving to realize that, you know, they figured out the optimal carry weight of a person.
Yep. Alright, so we loot all that. We started getting our first salt. That's nice. Drill skills going up. Map. We remove this marker. We go north to this one. I'll wait till I'm not standing on it. Alright, so we go to the 177. I could shoot the deer. I don't like it, so. Alright. Nope, not alt tab. I just want tab. Nope, I just want M. I swear to God, I know how to push buttons. Right click, there we go. Oof. Some days. Doesn't pay to chew through the straps, folks, I tell you. So that's clearly the other one, but we're going to this one. Yep, see, campfire right there. Let's Hope for some recruits. Both those were disappointing. I didn't get either of them. Bandages and armor. Neither of those are food. Again, liars. Filthy, filthy liars. And now they're dead. Let's see if these people are telling the truth and just want food. Gentlemen, would you like to join my ever-victorious army? No, you want to. Anyone who gives me something to eat can be my lord. And? No, you want a helmet. That's not food, dude. You're getting slaughtered. You? Skewered locust. Guess what? That's food. Welcome number 4. Confirm. Let's make sure 4 has some gear. Oh, I hear a wolf. Let's kill the wolf. And of course, we accidentally hit the bag. I didn't intend to. I intended to give my guy gear first, but whatever. Wolf comes, you have to drop everything to kill it. That's just the way it is. But I will take the 20 bones, 30 bones. Nice. 35, 45, 60. Hell yeah. That was worth it. All right, now I will make sure Joe Bob has gear. Yeah, and I didn't craft a set yet, right? So I got swords. Okay, so you need a shield and an armor set. There we go. Where's Joe Bob? Don't run away, Joe Bob. Shield, armor set, and drop the old stuff. Drop, and sword, and split, and 10, and eat, and there we go. And then I should eat, and the army has grown again. And map, can I remove this marker? Yeah, maybe. And now, west. And then down here, and back up. What are these? Deer? Yeah, no, you can go, deer. Boars, I'd kill you. I'm not chasing down deer. It seems like just way more effort than it's worth. Like if I weren't in a jungle, sure, I would sit there and I'd shoot them. Like if you go back and watch, I don't know, 15, 20, 30 minutes in, I shot some deer. But you see it's a clearish area, yada yada. Map. I make sure as soon as I unlock this, I go out. That one will aggro you. You see how it's bigger? Don't risk those. Sometimes they won't, sometimes they will. I don't want to risk it. It just, I don't know. Doesn't feel safe. Okay, map. We are going to this one, the 286. Yep. Because we are going to go in a loop down here. And then there might be another one down here, I don't know. And then up here. But we definitely don't have this marked. So we will. So we're going to go get these 5. And then we'll come back up and get these. Because we're going and following this road out. So that's why I left these 2. Because we have to go out that way anyway. And also, it'll give these time to respawn. Right? And so maybe we'll get 3 more recruiting chances. Well, 6 more. 2 each. So, Now we'll go down here. What do I think for food today? I'm gonna make burritos. Oh, that's a huge shock. Heavy sarcasm. It's not. I know. Internet strangers, you don't know me. I kind of live on burritos. This batch is, it's going to be a light batch, if you will. So, beans, garlic, tomatoes, and black olives. I like to put pepperoni. I don't have pepperoni, but I like to put pepperoni in it. But I still put the garlic in. Definitely adds something. I've had people tell me like, "Oh, that's strange." I was like, "Really? You ever put salsa on a taco? That's the same damn thing." So it's really not strange, right? Like it sounds strange when you just list the individual ingredients, and I get that. But if you think about it, it's just salsa in its constituent elements, so it's not strange. Ooh, 21 horse. Let me leave my minions here. That'll give the horse time to calm down. All right, you follow, stop. This one might be high enough to have to do the mini game, which would be able to show you. So maybe you'll get to see the actual mini game. Fingers crossed. All right, so 6, 7. Was that a good throw? Looks like it. Oh yeah, that's a good throw. I think. Hard to see through the trees, obviously. So doing E. Oh, and it's gonna sit there. That's nice. Now it looks like obedience is going up faster than anger. Maybe. Yeah, I think obedience is climbing faster. Well, sorry, but like I said, we'll find higher. It's gonna take a little bit. All right. For now, let me ditch the mark. Why not, right? Let's see. Learn anything now? Oh, you know what? I have the points. Let's make the guild level 3. Yay! I'm cool now. Not really. Oh, renown 225. Let's see. Yep. Hey, I'm a famous warrior. Not really, but sure.
You're renowned, at the very least.
I'm super cool. All right.
Of course you are.
Mining, laboring, hunting. Oh. Projectile bow. Oh, unlocked the first bow. Nice. Decrease reticle spread. That's important. I probably should have put points in that forever ago. Didn't. Much to my chagrin. All right. So. Okay. Bum. We're up to excellent. And soon we'll hit perfect. Go team. And Chris's keyboard is super loud.
Sorry.
It's fine. Oh, there's a deer.
It's not actually the keyboard. The keyboard is the stealth keyboard. It's Crystalline waxed the keyboard pretty damn hard, apparently.
Tell this one to follow, and we'll drag it up here. And we'll put it next to the other one. We'll let the deer aggro and run away. We'll try to recruit these guys. Add to our ever-growing army. Alright, you stop following. I'll leave everything unfollowing while I go run around these guys. So I want to keep track of it, so I'm going to do... what? 15, 14, 14, 13, 13, 11. So that's how I'll keep track of it. So 15. Nope. 14. I need raw meat. 14. Nope. 13. Yes. Becomes 5. 13. Nope. And 11. And then I need to get some raw meat. Yes, and you become 6. Let's go compare horses. And the new one needs to go, so the new one goes. Which will probably give the raw meat. I hope. I may have to take out the deer whether I want to or not. Nope, there's a boar. There we go, minions. Alright, so now the minions took out the boar. That should guarantee us enough meat. It doesn't guarantee it, but it should. Okay, yeah, that's enough raw meat. And then this will give us 7. And I think it was... grab the next knife. One of the 13. I'm not 100%. I'll have to go look. Is that the right skinning knife? I think it's the only skinning knife. Okay. Let's go find... I'm leaving the new recruits following me, just so I can keep track of them. Oh, maybe the person died, because it looks like the boars killed them. Well, drat, foiled again. So we're not recruiting that, because it looks like one of these was one of the meat. And the boars killed it. That happens. That's a thing in this game. Now my minions are gonna kill him though. Look at their armor. The new guys have their weapons breaking, because when you get them, they have like no durability on their gear. Yeah, see, he's now naked because he fought that guy for, 3 seconds. And it broke his stuff. This is why we give them new gear, right? All right, so let's get their new gear made. You're gonna need shield. 1, 2, 1, There we go. And then split, confirm. There we go. Inventory, weapon, feet, chest, head, shield, food. Inventory, weapon, feet, chest, head, shield, food. Drop, 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 drop. There we go. Oh, that's way better. And then sort. Now I can tell my normal minions to follow me. Follow, follow. Follow, follow. Follow, follow. And it is going to start getting very silly with this many people following you. And I get that. But, yeah, I want to have them. And they're going to be inconveniences. Well, I get that too. It's just, you know, the price you pay. All right, so map, we already marked that. Now we're headed to 190. Well, let's roll. Put the bow away. Definitely feels like you walk slower with it. All right, I'm gonna eat. Eat some more roasted toad. Delicious.
Sounds it.
Here. Now see, this is potentially a disaster. You see, there's a giant city. That could be just pure enemy. We'll put this here because it should have food on our bar. So I want to discover it, but I don't want to get my guys in a protracted fight with whoever this is. We're in the jungle, so probably the Yellow Turban faction, which I don't think we've discovered. They'll be under event. Yeah. So we've discovered the Animal faction and the Vagrant faction, and as we kill them, the hostility goes up. But you see right now, 0 to 10, seems nothing's going to happen. When you pass 10, they'll send raids on you, and they can occur anywhere. The strength of the raid is determined not by the faction or their anger or anything else, but by where you are in game. So if you stay in the beginner area, well, the raids will never be too bad. If you're not in the beginner area, the raids could kill you. But we get close enough, we kill a couple of these guys, at the very least we'll discover their faction. But I want to, well, not get killed doing it. So what we're going to do, maybe shoot one or two. And our guys will move in and slowly take them out, maybe. I just need to unlock the thing too. So, that's a dragon border. That's bad. We definitely don't need to tangle with that map. I've unlocked it. So we kill this guy and go away. Maybe don't even kill this guy. I don't know. Run away, run away, run away. Our guys might all die. Come on, run with me. Run with Fides, let them shoot you. Come on. Run, run, run. Run, run, run. Well, we run. Let's tab. Let's see if it discovered it. Yeah, it did. So Yellow Turban. See what that is. So that one was risky, but you saw, if you go back and watch the other one, you see I did a really dumb and risky thing and lost half my health in one shot. So VIDES does dumb things sometimes, and sometimes they pay off, and sometimes they don't. This time it paid off. Go team. I will take it.
Hey
All right.
guys.
Good morning, son. Streaming works. It took 3 failed streams for me to figure it out, but I did figure it out. So it took, hours and playing with software and trying software number 2 and realizing, nah, I hate that one. I tried a video that I don't know what resolution the guy recorded at, but I have a headache right now. Not a migraine, just a headache. But trying to squint to read the writing on his screen because I really thought he could help. He couldn't. Turns out he didn't know any more than I did. I figured it out by just, being an obsessive engineer and trying everything until it worked, which is usually the most effective way, right? Like, break it until it works. And I just did literally everything until it did. And it was tedious, but one of them, I was like, oh, wait, that works. It was silly. And I was talking to myself the whole time. And I forgot to set them to unlisted, and somebody was watching just a black screen with me talking to myself, and I was like, oh, you poor internet stranger, what are you doing? Like, I felt really bad for whoever that, because they couldn't see it, like, it was just black screen. I was like, oh, what are you watching? But I got it working, and today it's going. And so this morning I wake up later than usual, and I go to the toilet, and I was like, okay, I'm feeling ready. I'm out of the blankets. I'm gonna start my day. I'm good to go. And so I get everything fired up. I started. I was like, okay, I want OBS. Here's what I did yesterday. I'm gonna like this. I'm gonna start this. This is good. Okay, I start it. I get it. I didn't want to show the login screen, right, or the server name in case they could guess it. So I went to log on to the server you set up, and I'm sitting at character creation, and I leave it there so I can, prove it's a new character and I started it just for this, etc., etc. And then I get everything working, and I see it says, okay, you're live, and I start talking and yada yada, and I start going. And I've been streaming for like 2.5 or so hours. And then I look over and I'm like, and I've been watching OBS, and the little notification on my YouTube channel that shows, hey, it's streaming, right? So I could see if there was any like delays. And there was one tiny delay, but it worked itself out pretty quick. I didn't have to do anything. And I was like, okay, everything's good. And then I was like, oh, well, I should watch and see what some random would see. And then I wanted to put it on our Discord in case anybody cared. And so
Which I did.
I find the thing and I post it.
Hey
Well,
Chris.
when I do that and I see the version that a random human would see on YouTube, I realize it's unlisted. I have the whole thing set to private. Nobody can see it. I was like, are you kidding me? Wow. So I go in and I click public, but it did prove, I was like, hey, this just proves that clearly I will talk to myself for 2.5 hours, whether people exist or not, and I will totally stream to myself. So yeah,
Boy.
oh, it's been a day. I continue to be me. I am full of all the silly. Nothing has changed. So
It's not normal.
how's your day? Good God.
Going good. I'm in the process of creating a server cluster for
Ooh,
Arc.
Oh, cool.
nice. You
And if you
finally
go over
feel
to
you've ironed out the
if you
mods, or
I think so. If you go over to general, you'll see the comments.
okay. Nice. I'm glad you finally got them, warm
Kind of where I
fuzzy.
want them. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Cool.
faster than I thought it'd be.
Well, I talked to Andrew today, and he, like me, has just we're kind of tired right now of 7 days.
7 days. Yeah.
Still our favorite game, but
Yeah,
you know.
it's because it's amazing. But we have played a whole lot of it lately, you know.
We just realized it's been the last 6 months.
Yeah, well, because we like endlessly like, oh, let's do 7 days, sweet, and we're all in, and we fire it up, and then the second it ends, we're like, what do you want to do? Hey, let's do 7 days again, and we've endlessly repeated that and nothing else. So yeah, it kind of like blink and oh yeah,
That's
it
why
has
I've
been
been on an
7
ARC
years.
kick, because I'm like, I need something different.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, as I said, this is going to be a server cluster. If I can swing it, I think I can. I don't see any difficulties. It's just figuring stuff out. So it will have the island, it'll have Ragnarok, and it will have I always forget the name of the other one, but one more map.
That new
So
one
you'll be
you were
able to.
looking at?
No, that map is so resource starved. It's a beautiful map, but it's even for a single player. As soon as you get to about level 80, it takes you less than an hour to get every major resource on the map, and then you got to wait for 3 day in-day games to do anything, because you need more resources. So it'd be Extinction, Ragnarok, and the island. Now the reason for the island is we're going to set it up for my grandkids.
I mean, I like the island, so no complaints there from me.
Yeah, so the island will be there for anybody who just likes to play and doesn't want to push themselves too much. I'm going to set the grandkids up on Herbivore Island.
Nice.
And yeah, so I'm just going to ask adults, like if you're around, help them out, but kind of leave them to their own. Yeah, leave it for the kids. The rest of us can handle a more challenging environment. Those are the 25 mods we're going to use at this point. I'm comfortable with them. The gathering rates and things are going to be a bit higher. With the classic flyers, that means the flying dinos, I'm going to set them up so if you add a point to flying speed, it will actually do something instead of giving you 0.01% flying speed.
Yeah, no worries. I like classic flyers.
It is a setting, so I'm going to play around with that. So if you get in and it goes like a rocket, obviously I'm in the process of changing it back. If it goes too slow, just let me know.
If it's silly, don't worry, Sun's fixing it. Nice.
That's right. It just means that you got on while I was testing it.
Well, it'll be a while because I really am enjoying this and just doing this.
Yeah, I understand that. And it's just Andrew and I looked at each other and said, like, do you really want to go back to 7 days? And we both looked at each other and said, no, not really. We've kind of done that. We've been there. We've done that. We've kind of tired of it for the moment.
Yeah.
We really want to do Valheim, but we think we're going to wait on it.
Yeah, same.
It just needs some more time.
Well, and if we wait long enough, it might be done too, right? Like they're in theory close enough to the end. If we wait a while, we might get to play like the whole game and do all of it, which would be kind of nice.
Which is what we're thinking.
Yeah.
Okay, so at this point, the game you're streaming is the only one on my server. I'm going to run ARC on my personal machine.
Okay.
Hear that, just internet because
strangers, you're special.
and I'm doing that for this very specific reason that I have 64 gigabytes on my personal machine, but only 32 on the machine you're running, Myth of Empires. And while ARC will fit, ARC is a hog.
Yeah. Well, and so's Myth of Empires.
Like ARC is bloated.
It really isn't. Actually, really? Myth of Empires really isn't.
No, MOE is better coded.
MOE
Myth of Empires actually isn't too bad. Like it uses a flat 16 gigabytes.
Oh, nice. Well,
that's it. You can't use more. You can't use less. It just grabs actually 15.4 gigabytes, and that is it. Well, and the amount of CPU is 1% of my processor, which isn't a high-end processor on there. I mean, it's pretty good, but not great. and everything else is sort of idling, doing nothing. So you should have some pretty good performance on it.
And Internet Strangers, that is Sun. That's the human I've been talking about all morning.
Don't talk about me.
I do.
Don't talk about me.
You're delightful, and I enjoy you.
So how are you doing there, Chris?
I mean, I'm having way too much fun on this server that is run by a sweet Australian woman.
Nice.
Like, way too much fun. I'm not entirely certain how many hours I've spent on this, but I don't want to walk over to the vault, because if I do, I'll find out how many hours I've been on the game. In the last, like, 2 weeks, maybe? I don't think it's even been 2 weeks. I think it's been like a week and a half, maybe.
Wait,
Hang
the
on,
vault
let's find
tells
out.
you your played time?
164 hours.
How does the vault tell you your played time? I'm confused.
In this one, she has a mod pack that gives you basically like a in-game currency for online playtime.
Oh,
and
so
you can check it.
playtime
So
to
it
see currency.
playtime, yeah. So I have spent 164 hours on the game.
Oh, well
I have
done.
a lot of currency.
That's not.
That's not the problem.
No, that's amazing. Like finding a server and people you like playing with is gold.
I love this server. I'm enjoying the people. I'm actually really surprised I'm enjoying the people. The server owner is a sweetheart. She's from what I can tell, a stay-at-home mom. So she's got some free time, but children to run to the school and pick up from school. It's really fun. But yeah, I've been enjoying it. Gil's been playing with me. We've almost got our castle keep finished. I'm working on the water base now. We're going to work on a cliffside base attached to the main base. We're taking over an entire bay. This island and this bay are ours. Yoink. So yes, we've been having a lot of fun.
What map are you guys on?
So the main map for this server is Crystal Isles. And we are rotating a new map every month that is going to be added to the cluster, but it's only going to be one other map, so she doesn't have to manage multiple other maps. She used to have a massive server cluster, and she got really exhausted trying to be the pretty much only reliable admin because people are crap.
Yeah.
So she was just like, if I'm the only reliable person, I'm not going to be managing this many things by myself. And every time I add somebody, they fuck around. So I'm just going to make what I can manage. And so she cut it back from every single server cluster to one map, one rotating map. She's been running a couple little events. Yesterday I won the event.
What was the event?
She gave me a color-based riddle. I'm sorry. I'm color like I'm a girl who's colored like crazy. And I'm sitting here going, Roy G. Biv, she's missing blue. Like within half a second of seeing it, I knew what the answer was and went to go look for it. I'm like, okay, that's easy. But it was really funny. She's like, holy crap, you found that fast. I was like, it was a color question? I don't know the map that well, but you literally gave me, blue is missing. I wonder if it's near the blue obelisk. And then I literally ran around the blue obelisk until I found it.
Nice.
Although next time I'm totally taking a text writer so that I can clear out the entire area, because it would have been much easier if there wasn't trees and rocks in the way. But yeah, I gave her a riddle for the next one. I'm like, I don't want to win every single one back to back because I'll feel bad about that. But here's a cool riddle for an idea on where to place it. And she's like, oh, that's cute, but you won't be able to join the thing. I'm like, yeah, but I'd feel bad if I kept winning every single time. If they're that easy. So she's sweet. I'm enjoying her. Gil has had a little bit too much fun making the garden. We don't just have a farm, we have a freaking botanical garden designed into our base. It is gorgeous. I keep wanting to stare at it for no reason other than it's pretty.
Well, he certainly does have a talent for that kind of stuff.
Well, he's like, I don't have any talent for interior design, so here, you work on it. I'm like, oh, okay, sure. I can fix it.
The white one is the new horse. So we open inventory, put this on here, armor on, saddle on, and now we slaughter the brown one, because the white, oh, no, we need to tab, horse, mount, white.
So yes, I've been tweaking things and redesigning anything he puts up. I'm like, okay, here's your better option. And he's like, that's brilliant, I didn't think of that.
Nice.
You know,
sounds like you really found your way.
On a wall.
Evidently you do.
Okay, it has reckless
Apparently, I'm
damage.
the only one who thinks to slap a rug on a wall.
So now we can slaughter you. Five.
We built a. I just finished working on the inn, so there's now a literal place where any newbie can walk up and claim a bed for a couple of days.
Nice.
I'm trying to set the doors so that they are unlocked so people can always go in them. Because apparently you can't go into other people's places unless they're really, really particular about their doors. Everything's auto-locked when you make it, so it's a little bit of a setup job, but once it's set up, it's pretty. But yeah, I'm still in the process of finishing the inn, but I've got it so that there are beds in it. I'm working on making a dock so that people can ride their brand new canoe over.
Their canoe?
Yep, my first thing I made on the server was a canoe because I managed to kill something and get the stuff. But then I had no place to live, so I kept getting killed and killed and killed and trying to get back to my canoe. Since canoe had all the materials in it that I had been gathering. So this way they'll be able to park their canoe and have a place to live for a couple of days while they figure out where they're going to make their base without having to join a tribe. Because it's really hard to get started on a server when you're like, I don't want to join a tribe. I'm not very good at this game, but I need a place to like consider home base for a little bit. There was like, I think 12 new people joined last night. So it's pretty cool. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, that is good. And if
I'm
your
working
machine's
on-
keeping up with it, that's excellent, right?
Dude, my machine is totally living the dream. I can't believe my machine is working as well as it is considering how much is in the area. I'm going hardcore on trying to super. So it's been funny with how many things I've been breeding. My
So
super
are you
is-
saying it is working well, or
It's working
not?
amazingly. It is working amazingly. It's working awesome. I'm so excited.
So is that because of the mod she's using or not using, as the case may be?
I don't know. It's better than any other server I've been on, so I'm not sure. It's like there's 23 mods, so it takes Gil a little while to get logged in. But he's also in Australia. I mean, we're not really shocked, are we?
209.
Okay, so you say the person's in Australia.
Yes, she's in Australia. The server is in Canada.
Ah, okay, so
She's
that's
hosting from Canada so that it's easier for everybody to connect to for the most part. Except, of course, her, which is funny. But I mean, she's in Australia. She's got crap internet anyway.
yeah, and that's the
Literally,
problem with
Gil and
Australia.
her are all saying, like, the entire country's internet is not good compared to the rest of the world.
That's right. Yeah.
One is.
Yeah, it's
one, we feed one.
considering it's considered a first world nation, it's got third world internet.
And they're starving. Now we slaughter the boars. Five. Animal fat, very important. Won't be able to make iron level gear without it. Back to one, we'll slaughter the 23. Start with a headshot. I think see. None of them are taking damage, despite the fact I'm hitting them every damn time. Thank God for PvE. Because they will, like, the downside of having this many people, they're going to stand on top of things. It just is what it is. Alright, this is going to be another...
My husband is home, so I should work on making dinner. I will talk to you guys later.
Okay. Yeah.
Later.
Good to chat with you. I've been missing you.
Sorry, I've been a little obsessed.
No, that's good. Don't apologize.
No
It's
problem with that.
Really enjoying it. Should you guys feel interested in seeing it, I will let you know. But otherwise, I'm not going to harass anybody.
of course not, because I'm starting my own.
I know. Should
But
you want
what
to
I would
play
really
with me
like,
and Gil?
if you get a chance, is get the mod list and send it to me in Discord, please.
Easy peasy. She's got it as a full collection on Steam, so it's really easy.
Yeah, if you just link that to me, I would really appreciate it. Thank you.
Will do.
Yeah, we got that marked. Now we go to the next one. Go here to 144. See, so I knew there was one all the way down there, and we're never coming down here again, because ours is over here, and there's copper way closer than here. But I want it unlocked. I want to know where the thing is. What are you? Are you a boar? Nope, you're a horse. No, we're skipping it. Because we're approaching the time where I want to do food, but I want to have certain things accomplished before I do that. I don't have them accomplished yet. So I'm skipping some of the extraneous bits. There's a human in real life. I'm going to mute. 1 second, dear universe.
Price, does it tell you how many people are watching you?
I don't know. It might. So I'm very new to YouTube. I have not figured out how everything works. Also, since I'm doing this for me, I'm not super worried about whatever the numbers say kind of thing. And the benefit of YouTube, I think, huge unknown here, but I think when let's say I finish this, right? If I was on Twitch, when I was done, it would save it and it would be like, hey, watch this stream from blah, 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 whenever it was, like 2 days, a week, whatever ago. But after a certain time, it would disappear off their platform, right? They only stayed for so long. And people could watch it, but that's it. After a while, it'd go away. YouTube, I think, keeps it forever and people can watch it. So that's why I think I'm a fan of YouTube. That and their, more forthright business practices. Still terrible, still a giant company, but doesn't hide it. And I like that. I appreciate that. But guess what? Awesome thing in real life just happened.
No idea.
I was sitting here debating food, thinking about food. Michael just opened the door, brought me a pizza.
Ah.
Oh, it is. I'm so happy right now, son. I can't tell you. And I was like, oh my God. And I told him, I was like, I was just talking about this in the stream. He's like, yeah. Jerry, my wife, she said, I'm feeling like Chinese. When you're out, make sure you stop and get Steven a pizza. And I was like, God, I love my wife. He's like, yeah, she's thinking of you. And I was like, that's so good. So, oh, that is just, oh, man. Ah, I'm so happy right like I'm grinning ear to ear like a fool. I cannot contain my joy, man. I genuinely I have little tears of joy right now thinking about how happy my wife makes me, universe. Like, oh, she's such a wonderful human. Oh, I love
You
that
do
woman
not
so
deserve
much.
her.
I don't. Nobody does. Oh, she is just
Fortunately,
a
it's not up to you to decide that, dude.
true. She's just a phenomenally wonderful human. Oh,
Exactly.
I love her so much. All right, let's slaughter a boar. Oh,
Great.
I think what I might do. So I don't know if anybody's watching. If there is, go ahead and say something. Because if not, I think what I might do is temporarily end the stream. Maybe hit the head. And I do mean temporarily. It'd be like a 15-minute thing, not very long at all. And I'll eat some food, and I'll hit the head, and then I'll start back up and play some more Myth. Because this is really all I have scheduled today, right? I'm not planning anything. And now I don't have to stop and make food, so I'll actually wind up being gone far less than I would have. Because food is effectively made now. I'm just going to eat pizza. So that doesn't exactly take a long time. But I want to kill this boar first. Oh, come here, you stupid boar. You're just going to keep running. You know what? Can I shoot you? Will you? I think they do the same deer thing. Oh, well, if I can't see it, I can't shoot it. Are you going to stop? Come on. Hit your... There we go. Well, you're behind a thing, aren't you? Well, I have to shoot not in the ground. There we go. 0, 5. So yeah, I think that's the plan. Log off right here. And then I'll come back and I'll stream again. And we'll pick up right here. And you'll see I'll be standing in the same thing. I will leave it with just a gorgeous cinematic view. Right, let's... How's that for pretty? Look at that. I will, in fact, I will even Victor and let you get a first person. Just look at that. Tell me that is not pretty. Oh, with the stars twinkling in the night sky. Old vines hanging from the leaves of the jungle trees. The peaceful mountain lake. The snow-capped peak. In the foggy, misty distance. As the deer frolic and play in the foreground. Oh, it is gorgeous. The tree-speckled hillside. The peaceful evening air. Yeah, it is a gorgeous game, despite innumerable flaws. It is gorgeous. But I will leave you here, internet strangers, and I will return. So, fairly well. See you in a bit.